Welcome back to Tabletop Titans for another epic game of Warhammer 40k 9th edition. We've got the Titans here, these giant Chaos Knights. It's been so long since I put them on the table. I'm really excited to have them back because who doesn't want to stomp around with some angry demon knights?
Love playing knights.
It's the way to go. And you've got your Golden Boys here, your favorite.
We're back.
And a very unique set of models here that we've never shown on the table. So this is actually a really cool list. And actually a matchup I'm not sure we've ever done, so a lot of firsts here.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever played Chaos Knights against Custodes.
And it's great to have you back here on the actual table.
It's good to be back, Brian.
Yeah, it's great. So why don't we jump ahead and take a look at the list that we're bringing today. Okay, so for my Chaos Knights, I've got 4 Khorne Knights. I've got 2 Ravagers, 2 Despoilers. The Ravagers don't have weapon options. They're just the close combat guys with the chainsword and the fist. What's different about a Ravager is, yes, they get the +1 attack and the +1 to hit, but they also have exploding 6s to hit if they use their close combat weapons instead of their feet. So cool, that's what you pay the extra 15 points for. For the Despoilers, I each gave them 1 chainsword, 1 battle cannon. No particular reason that I did this, just because I think the battle cannons are fun. I understand the Avenger Gatling cannon is almost certainly better. It's like 30 points cheaper, and I would pay 30 points more for it. So it's clearly a better option. But the battle cannon, is not to be underestimated, especially if I roll real hot with it. It can be super duper scary. And the chainsword's fun. I always want these things to be able to cleave anything in half. I am a Chaos Knight after all, and so that's what I've gone for. But I also have a small Demons detachment where I have a Herald, which basically just allows me to do a single cast, and then 3x3 Nurglings, just to give me a bit more board support. They're not going to last very long, but they'll be a distraction while they get there. But the real magic is in the way you upgrade your knights. So I upgraded 3 of them to a character, and I gave 3 of them relics. That alone is just 6 CP, so it adds up really fast. I'd much rather, like all the new books, you only pay 1 CP per.
Right.
So I'm overpaying by 2 CP, given, but that's fine. It's really strong. So let me tell you first. I've got the first Despoiler. He has the Infernal Quest Warlord trait that allows him to count as OBSEC and 10 models. Whew, very helpful. That's this guy right in the middle. And he also has the Heretic Power Core. This is from my special house, which is House Vextrix. And if you don't know House Vextrix, this is from the Engine War Psychic Awakening. It lets me reroll 1 hit, 1 wound in shooting, fighting, and Overwatch. So it would be better on a more MSU army,
right? But
it's actually still going to be excellent. And so I also didn't say I am Infernal. Or not Infernal. I'm always oh no,
Iconoclast.
Iconoclast. Thanks, Adrian.
Got you.
I'm always Iconoclast. I don't like Infernal. I don't like when you can wound yourself to get a random ability you didn't want. That's just like, it's not good.
That's how I like to play Warhammer.
I know. You would definitely be playing Infernal. And he would be doing the D3 mortals to himself for every
turn.
Yeah. Okay, so Hecatric Power Core, it's +1 move, +1 damage on my chainsword, so it's like damage 7. And then +1 to his exploding rolls.
Oh, no, Brian.
Oof. And if I use that with the strat, he blows on a 3-up.
You can't use your ability to explode all your vehicles as a weapon. That's not fair.
That's why I play Knights. The second Despoiler, he's over here somewhere. Oh, number 2, he's got number 2 on his base. He is my Dreadblade. And I've also given him Knight Diabolus. This is the Warlord trait for +1 attack. I've given him the Rune of Noctagra. It's a 5+ invulnerable save in combat, and he gets 1 extra Dreadblade pact, and I get to actually pick it. So I've actually decided to pick 2, because the problem with Dreadblade packs, if you roll doubles, you lose it. So if I end up picking...
Oh, really?
That's no fun.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
Well, I don't... Actually, I realized that I am Chaos. I should roll for them.
All right, go for it, man.
So I'll do that at the start of the game. I'll do it at the start of the game. Basically, what'll happen is I'll roll for 2, and then I'll get to pick 1. And then I have to roll for 1 random one. You can either pick 2, and then I'll have to roll for 1 random damnation, and then I get to pick 1 random damnation.
Pretty complicated.
I know it's so complicated. The damnations will only matter if I fail my warlord trait or my leadership, and he'll have +1 leadership, right? And so it's not going to matter.
So it'll never happen.
It should never happen. He also has. So we'll roll for the special Dreadblade traits. He's going to get lots of abilities from that. Okay, the last upgraded one is a Rampager. It's this one on the side. And he has Eager for the Kill. This is +1 to advance and charge. And +1 attack if he gets into your deployment zone. And he has the Coordinate Target.
Oh no,
This
Brian.
is once per game I get to ignore invulnerable saves. Does your army have any invulnerable saves?
Just a few.
Okay, so once per game he gets to kill anything he wants, basically.
Yeah, you put it that way.
That's the way I'm putting it. So listen, they're scary. They're very strong. They can do the business against you, but you brought an army that could do the business against me too. So
I hope so.
Why don't we take a look at the Custodes?
Yeah, so today we're doing sort of the Custodes Forgeworld sampler. It's
a
little bit of everything on the menu.
You're right.
So for troops, we have 9 Sagittarum.
Oh, so good.
Because Forgeworld troops, why would you pass that up?
Sagittarum are legitimately a good choice.
I love them.
If it wasn't for the Sword and Shield being so tanky,
Right.
they would be the auto-include.
Yep. But, you know, we have 9. In fact, we have like 15.
We own 15, but you can never get 15 of anything in the Custodes army.
That's right.
You can get 15 bikes in if that's your whole army.
Yeah, that's right.
But, so that's my troops. For elites, we have 2 units of Aquilon Terminators.
Nice.
3 of each. We're doing Fire Pikes and Bolters to try them out.
And that's just what we have modeled.
And all with Fists, because
Okay.
Fists are the only way to go.
Yeah, this is strength 10, no minus to hit,
Right.
-4.
-4.
2 damage.
Flat 2.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. The claws are embarrassingly bad. I don't know what they were thinking with that one.
They're not
But
good.
yeah, for fast attack, we have 2 units of Venatari. These are the Flyboys.
Yes.
First time I've ever put them on the table. I have 2 units of 3, and they have both the different loadouts. So we got some bucklers, and we got some spears.
I like it.
So we're gonna try it
We're
out.
going to see how they pan out.
I think they're good for covering gaps that the army has. Right? We're not generally a mobile army.
Mhm.
If I have to throw a unit to a response in a corner, I don't want it to be a bike captain all the time.
Yep.
So I think it's good to have some speed. For heavy support, my 1 heavy support is a Cladius with twin Arachnus heavy blaze cannon.
Very nice.
And he's going to do some work this game.
This
And
is the one that specializes in killing really tough vehicles.
yeah,
Yeah.
strength 9 shooting that rerolls wounds against vehicles.
That's right. And it's flat.
It's 3 plus D3.
3 plus. Yeah, they upgraded it. Yeah. So, you know, it's pretty good.
And for HQs to round it out, always save them for last one, Custodians.
Yeah.
I have a banner, not an HQ, but I like to
He's a character.
lump him in there. The +1 attack banner, because I love it.
Yeah.
Vexilla Magnifica, I know it's a fan favorite. Everybody's run it forever. But it's more points, and there's so many -1s in the game. You don't always need it.
I agree. It's nice to change it up.
And +1 attack is so much fun when you're playing with Terminators.
I agree. It's great.
And then I have 1 of each type of shield captain. So I have a spear, just a normal foot guy.
Wow. I like this.
I have a Terminator guy, that's my warlord.
Okay.
And he has the relic axe for Dread Host.
Oh.
I'm the Dread Host.
So you got the flat 3 damage axe.
Nobody convinced me to not play Dread Host today. So
Yeah.
I'm playing Dread Host.
Dread Host is good.
And his warlord trait is the specific Dread Host warlord trait for exploding 6s in combat.
Oh, nice.
So he's a monster.
Also, that's all-seeing annihilator, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
And then you combine that with the extra attacks, and it can be a ton of
It's
attacks.
a ton of damage.
Okay.
You could even take the Supreme Commander ability
For more attacks.
for double damage. So
Oh,
he's
double
flat
damage.
6 on 6s to wound,
Yeah.
which is just funny. It's a meme, but
It's cool.
you should try it at home.
Yeah.
And then I have a bike captain who I've upgraded to warlord, just like you. I pay 1 for the first one and 2 for the second one.
Yeah,
so I
right.
didn't do a second one. So he has reroll damage, Emperor's Companion, and he has the Orc Aquilus, the magic bike.
Oh, and you have the missile on him.
I do, yeah.
That's the thing you like to do. You put the missile, and then you
Always.
give the reroll damage.
Yeah.
That missile is going to reliably chip some wounds, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think you pretty much should almost never be taking a Hurricane Bolter by captain at this point,
Yeah, sure.
because that's just not what they do.
And it gives you some utility that the army doesn't normally have.
Right.
Yeah, I'm into it. Wow, what a cool... This is a really unique army. We've never seen anything like this with the Custodes. And first time for the Venatari, certainly first time with this much Sagittarum. And they got a lot to shoot at.
Yeah.
And they're... it's going to be scary.
I'm excited.
What's the mission we're playing today?
Real quick, before we dive into the mission, I have a tough decision for you, Brian.
Oh no, what did I do?
House Vextrus is only Iconoclast. Or sorry, Infernal. So would you rather...
Oh, it's only Infernal.
Do you want to give up your household or your way of life?
Spooky. That's a tough call.
And we can decide this in a bit if you want to take a second while we're doing other stuff.
What I'll do is I'll roll randomly for my house.
Cool. I like it. I like it.
It's on chaos.
Here, I'll just say it right now. So we've got, you can do, because you want to keep Iconoclast, correct?
Yeah, I'll keep Iconoclast.
So Lucaris, Herpetrax, and Chimere.
So 1, 2, and 3. It's a 3.
It's a 3. So we're going to do Chimere.
Okay, Chimere's fine.
Chimere's
this is
fine,
reroll
actually.
1s to wound in combat if
Yep.
you don't if you don't use your stops.
Yep, exactly. And
I mean, that's not bad against me.
And that is when you charge or air charge.
And
no
what is
restriction.
what is the stratagem for that?
The stratagem is Fury of Searcher's Wake.
Okay.
So 2 CP. Use it in the shooting phase. Select one House Chimera model from your army.
Right.
Roll a d6 for each enemy unit within 3 of that model.
Right.
On a 4+, they take D3.
D3 mortal.
That's weird.
It's weird, but
Like your ammo falls on their heads?
No,
What's going
yeah.
on here?
That's it.
For
So
sure.
basically, it's like I run really close to something I'm going to charge, do a bunch of mortals, and then charge in. And then what is the relic? Because I actually took the household relic.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the relic is, oh my god, this is amazing. Annihilatum.
Okay.
Annihilate. Yep. And this is for conflagration cannon only. So
Okay,
this is
okay.
on the big
So
board.
I'll have to pick one more relic separately, which is fine. There was actually no shortage.
Yeah. And the warlord trait's terrible.
Sorry for mixing that up. I didn't actually see that little distinction.
So it's weird. In this book, this is from Psychic Awakening, Engine War, and it's at the beginning of the section. They say which households
okay.
can be which.
I was actually just at the individual
yeah.
pages.
I don't know why they didn't put it on the households. But anyways,
right.
all good. That is the armies. Let's go ahead and take a look at the missions. This is GT Pack Mission 32, Sweep and Clear.
Yep.
This is a Hold 1, Hold 2 mission, so
Very nice.
you're welcome.
Good for both of us.
I know, right?
That's true. Honestly, if this was a hold 2, hold 3, I think I would be in big trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be really rough.
Really, really tough.
And this is a Search and Destroy style deployment.
Yeah,
So this is
so-
table quarters.
Circled 9 inches, and then we're in our quarters there. And the objectives here, you got 1, 2. Can this one be seen?
Barely. So when you guys
Okay,
get a chance,
if you
just
give
put
me an
one
objective, I'll throw in
above.
there. And then there's one in the dead center here.
Yep. If we can also put one on top
Yeah.
there.
So get one right there, and then just put one right here. Great. And then there's one there, and then one back in your deployment zone. I don't know if that one can be seen.
Yeah, that one's all good.
Great.
Sweet. So that's the premise. The secondary one, this one is actually quite tasty. This is direct assault. You get 3 points if you control either objective markers or the objective in the center or the one in your deployment zone.
Your opponent's deployment zone.
Yep, exactly, and that's worth 3 points. And if you're contronging both, you actually get 5 points.
Yeah, and it's at the end of your turn.
Right.
So
right.
it's
Quite good.
very, very
It's
doable.
super, super good. And I imagine it's going to be also related to the secondaries, right?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Let's take a look at Bridgers first. Bridgers taking Domination, Titan Slayer, and Direct Assault.
Yeah, Titan Slayer's kind of a gimme. I'll take that one for free.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a bad one. They should write that one better.
I think
We all know they
keep
should
it.
write it.
Perfect. I don't think they've ever written a better secondary than the OG main book, Titan
How
Slayer.
about this? You play Knights next time, and we'll see if you agree.
And the rest is pretty much just battle through the paths, right? This is the way I like to
Yeah.
play. I pick an objective that's normally in the middle of the table. I push all the chips,
Yeah.
all the pieces in the middle, and I'm
Mhm.
like, let's go, let's rumble, you know? So domination, I need to hold 3. Well, the third's in the middle.
Okay.
And the mission specific, direct assault, is in the middle. So
Yeah.
I'm going to the middle.
It's it seems like you're going to the middle.
Going to the middle.
This
Okay.
is the Bridger special, truly.
This is the Bridger special.
All right, I'm digging it. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Bridger is
at...
just as many things scooped into the middle of his plate as you can.
It so is, and I talked to him beforehand.
It's a
I was
breakfast buffet where he scooped as many things.
like, it's a quadruple fudge sundae.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look. Brian is running Mental Interrogation, Domination, and Direct Assault.
So I've got basically the same setup because fighting for one objective is something Knights are actually good at. Especially when I have the OBSEC Knight that counts as 10. It actually gives me the ability to do it without even killing you off, which is really handy. Mental Interrogation I took to be a little silly because, listen, it's not the best option. I could have probably gone for Kill More, especially like things like the Venatari are going to drop pretty easily. There might be turns where I can eke out one more kill than you.
Right.
But it's not that reliable. And listen, I got the warp on my side. I'm chaos. It's time to use it. And honestly, if you want to try and stop it, you kind of will have to overextend. You know, you don't want to have to be putting attacks into this character when there's Knights, because it is going to take a concerted effort to down a Knight. And if you're having to split attacks off, it's not the best.
True.
So I'm hoping that works out fine. I'm hoping that I get 9 points with it. If I could get it 3 times, I will feel very fortunate.
It's cool because you're also forcing Bridget to do the thing that he clearly doesn't want to do, which is dive in and try to kill the Psyker.
That's right.
Yeah, I would never
Very Bridger-like.
want to do that.
Not a Bridget thing to do. All right. Do we want to do a roll off?
I think we have to.
Okay. Well, let's. I give you the closest thing to a golden dice I had. Why don't you're the guest here
All right.
today?
All right. I'll open it up.
Oh, See, it's
classic
not so
agent.
easy.
It's
Classic
not-
agent.
it's
Not
the
so
spot.
easy, is it?
Nope. All right. 5.
Oh, nice.
Oh, this
Pretty
one.
good. Ooh.
Oh,
It's a reroll.
Gonna be that kind of game,
this
huh?
is
2. Can you roll 2?
boom. I'm taking it.
You taking first?
Yeah,
I was going to give you first.
that's fine.
So we're in agreement.
That was decisive.
I listen. I need to act twice before your banner drops down.
It's true.
So that's my game plan.
Let's see it.
Oh, Knight's first turn.
Let's
see
do
it.
it.
And you know
Chaos
what?
Knight's turn
Just
one.
as we're getting going, do you want to talk about something new that people might have noticed in the chat?
Ooh.
Some emotes or
I
something?
noticed there's been a few hypes in the chat. We
Oh.
have been talking about our new emotes. We just gotten back from our fantastic artist, and they are amazing. If you guys are premium members already, go ahead and just pop some in chat and show them off. We just got a new set of like 12 or 15 new emotes, including some of us.
Do you want to pop the overlay, Adrian?
I do indeed.
I love these new modes. I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
So this was one of our stretch goals, and we've been working hard on them. So this is the new set added to the last. So we've got 3 of each of us, which are really great, and a bunch of new characters that we hadn't represented before.
They're so good.
I think they're fantastic.
Do you guys
I'm-
have a favorite?
Oh, a favorite. That's a
Ooh.
hard pick. You know,
I don't know.
we worked hard on them all, so it's hard. It's a hard pick.
I'm preparing to see the sad farseer in my games like every single time.
I think 7 might get the most use, or the dice. The one
The
and
dice are
6.
good too.
Yeah. I also love the one with the Bridger with the F. It's just like that look. And oh man, it's so
I showed it to my coworkers, and they were like, "This has to become your Slack profile picture."
Yeah.
Oh, that's so true.
That's fantastic.
Oh my gosh. it's
So
amazing.
yeah, this is a big thank you to all of you who have subscribed. This is one of the stretch goals, and we're glad to do it.
Yeah, and if you guys want to become a member today, you can actually get access to using these in the chats here, and it'll also we also have them in our Discord,
That's
in
right.
which we also have a members only section. So definitely check that out.
That's great. I'm going to roll for my Dreadblade packs.
Oh,
So why don't we just see what these dice come up as? Okay, 6 and 3,
Not doubles.
not doubles. So Demonic Vigor, that's one of my favorite. So this is the random one where we see what happens. So let's go with this. Okay, that's 1, 2, and 3 is 2-inch movement,
Right.
which
Okay.
is really great.
So he's fast.
He's fast.
Speedy boy.
And then 6 is Arc Field. I've never taken Arc Field.
Sounds cool.
6-inch heroic intervention.
Oh,
It's dirty.
Okay, and then I get to pick one in addition,
Okay.
because this is the Warlord trait I took, or the relic I took, and maybe.
legit good.
So there's 2 choices. I could take. I'll take Power of Profane Secrets. This is the +1 leadership, +1 command point. Now, this is the one I was planning to take all along, so we've already added the command point to my total.
Yep.
So and the +1 leadership helps me not suffer the damnations. I'm not going to roll the damnations. We'll roll them the first time I fail,
Right. 'Cause
Okay.
It won't happen.
because it probably won't happen yet.
Definitely won't happen.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Adrian, could you go into my list and tell me what my Supreme Commander was? Because I don't remember. I know it's on the Axe Guy. I just don't remember what I picked.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, it's in the description. If you
Can I get to it?
click edit, there
Yeah.
you go.
Oh, cool.
Nailed it.
Thanks, producer guy.
I'm gonna produce like telepathically.
you know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah,
for
I
you.
know.
If you, Adrian, if you
Huh?
want to, rather than me pick an extra relic, because I realized I might have made a mistake anyways,
Sure.
I'll just have the 1 extra relic. So if you refund me the
2
the
CP?
2 CP. All right, let's keep going.
So I'm refunding. You're up to 7 now.
Yeesh.
Sounds good. Alrighty.
And away he goes.
Let's
Way
do
to
this thing. And sorry, Bridger, what was your question on your list?
What is my Supreme Commander? It's on the Axe Captain, the Terminator Captain.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a bunch of keywords.
Yeah. LR's Terminator. Admon Immortus?
That's
All-Seeing
his
Annihilator?
relic. All-Seeing Annihilator
Cool.
is his Warlord trait.
Yep. Bane of Abominations.
Yes, reroll wounds against vehicles.
There's
that's
so
what
many words on this guy's sheet. What the heck?
Well, I
Wow.
mean, he's decked out. That dude is
Yeah.
a
Oh,
boss.
you see my advances? I know how to
Whoa.
advance with knights.
The Brian School of Advancing.
That's right.
Normally you advance like 7 on the dice. That's weird.
Yeah, you only rolled a 6 this time, Brian.
I know.
How'd you
I'm
do
s-
that?
I'm
Tragic.
slipping. You know what I mean? Not my best day. All right, come on, knights.
Oh, you got half a night.
All
Yeah,
right.
nice.
So while we're moving, I'm going to go ahead and take the first super chat of the day. This is from Vincent. Thank you so much. Vincent says, "Hello. What do you think would work best with an
Right.
IW, Lord Discordant,
Iron
Uh,
Warriors.
Iron Warriors, there you go. Iron Warriors, Lord Discordant, Master of Possession. Would it be Forge Fiends, Decimators, Blood Slaughter, other?
Decimators, right? That's what people are running these days?
Decimators are cool. Forge Fiends are really cool because they're cheap and they're just cheap butcher cannons.
Right.
But Blood Slaughters are awesome.
So good.
Your advances are so hot, Brian.
My advances are ruthless.
The only reason I get nervous about... No, that's fine, actually. Yeah, the Blood Slaughter is cool, but they kind of want to dive in and be fast, and so you're not really getting the +1 invuln benefits from the Master of Possession. You're going to outrun him. So the other two, I think, are nicer. They're both really great. So, yeah. Thank you so much, Vincent. Yeah, actually, I was going to say, cool. So you guys can see that's just a bridge going up top. All right, let's take another one. This is from Anthony Appleyard. Thank you so much. Won't see this live, guys, but thank you for bringing me back after 15 years. Other than Tau, Necron, Space Wolves, and Craftworld, what shall I collect next?
Ooh, after Tau, Necrons, and what?
Space Wolves and Craftworld.
Ooh.
Admech.
Custodes?
Yeah, Custodes or Admech.
Custodes is going to be my answer to every what faction should I?
So I'm out of range to do my interrogation this turn. I probably would have needed even a much more respectable advance. I only advanced 3, and I'm off by 4 inches still. So it's actually impossible.
Right, yeah, I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, it's impossible. Okie doke. Well, listen, my epic movement phase is over.
Riveting.
Excellent.
I advanced with the 2 Ravagers because I'm going to give up their stubber shots. And I need to put the...
Wait, this guy has an actual gun, right? No, he doesn't. Nope. From the back, it looks like a gun.
Cool. So
Yes.
I advance with them, and just to put the heat on, you know what I mean? And then the other ones are going to shoot, and we're going to just try to get rid of these boys right here.
Oh, it's going to be tough. They're 1-up cover right now. Unstoppable.
Wow, are they?
Yeah.
Nice.
Tarsus Bucklers give them 2-up armor.
Ooh.
Fancy
That's
schmancy.
what I'm saying, man. I like the bucklers.
Tiny little baby shields.
I'm impressed. They're still going to die. So I'd be taking them, what, to a 3-up?
With AP2, yeah.
Yeah. I think they're dead.
I think they're fine, Brian.
Okay. Well, if they're fine, then I'll charge them.
It's a morning stroll for them.
Let's not do any psychic.
Okay. I approve.
So I didn't tell you my power, but I'm taking Fleshy Abundance, just in case the dude lives with like 1 wound and then he heals himself up.
Makes sense.
So he's not going to cast that or Smite or Psychic Interrogation or whatever. I wish I could interrogate my own knights at this point. So
the window of getting three of these is closing.
That's true. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with this knight right. Well, they're all touching cover, so the obscuring I guess won't matter which order I do it in. So why don't we start with this knight over here? We're going to put his battle cannon, his 2 stubbers, and then I guess his top missile rack into you. And let's go for it. You know what? I don't remember. I actually last minute had to downgrade to the smaller missile rack.
Yeah.
I don't know the profile on that
So
one.
it's D6 shots for the Iron Storm.
Yeah.
They're strength 5, -1, I believe, 2 damage.
Let's go for that.
Well, they're strength 5?
Yep.
So 2 shots with that.
He might want to...
No, I don't think I'll transhuman just for a battle cannon. The only reason I would is because I know the rest of your shooting is going to go into them.
2 hits. 2 wounds.
All right.
-1.
These are -1, so I get 2 ups. Ooh, roll the 1. What's the damage?
Just 2.
Oh, it's fine. So I have a guy on
It's
1.
not an instant kill.
Just
But
2, I say.
it's enough for the stubbers to do the business. You know what I mean?
We'll see.
You're gonna die to stubbers, son. That's okay. I don't
Not
need those
looking
hits
like
anyway.
it.
There's a wound. All you need to do is roll me a
Are
1.
Stubber strength 5?
No.
Oh, they're strength
strength
4
4.
stubbers. Yeah.
They're
Heavy is a relative term.
I'm thinking of the isn't the ones on Nurgle? They're strength 5.
Those are not stubbers. Those are sluggers.
The heavy sluggers, yeah.
Sluggers and
Those are
stubbers.
sluggers.
Okay, well, listen, it's
You
all
are.
down to the battle cannon. 7?
7 shots.
Can't argue with that.
7.
7s. Get those 7s, chat.
Yeah, get 7s in chat.
6.
7's in chat.
7. All right, on 3s. All right, and then on 3s. There you go.
So it'll cost you 1 if I had transhuman. Not worth it. Not even remotely worth it. And these are 3 ups now. Met them all.
All good.
Now I need a wound counter, Brian.
Alrighty. Let's do it with the next knight. We're gonna go with the stubbers first, just see if we get lucky. All right. So again, 3 misses. The stubbers are not the best.
They're not feeling it.
No
No
wounds.
wounds.
All right, so we'll go with the gun on top. 6 shots.
Oh, no.
Okay. Still 50% misses both times. Okay, 2 wounds.
2 wounds. And these are
2 ups for you because of the cover.
It's good cover.
Okay.
I'll save it.
And the battle cannon. 9 shots. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, that's how we hit.
Good hits.
Okay,
Not
you would
so
have
great
literally
wound.
cost me none with the transhuman on that one.
Good thing I didn't
So-
transhuman, huh?
Good thing, actually. It would have cost you a lot of CP.
Yeah.
All right, so show me those 3 ups.
Let's do it.
Ooh.
I will CP that, so I'll go down to 8.
Hmm. He doesn't want to.
Wouldn't dare lose them all.
Every custody is precious to him.
That's right.
Well, let's charge them. So we do.
Start your charge phase. I'm gonna Tanglefoot this bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
Foot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I'm gonna go down to 7 CP, Adrian.
Oh,
Okay.
Brian, did you do your
And
leadership?
I'm sorry.
Your Dreadblade leadership?
You could have failed.
I could have failed. Yeah.
Okay,
So I
failed.
have a 9.
Please don't.
It's an 8.
Okay.
Good.
Close.
Close.
Thank you. So, and I am also at the start of the charge phase. I'm going to spend 2 to advance and charge with this knight over here.
Okay.
Cool.
So I'm just telling everyone I'm at 8, so it would have been a 7. So tell me what it is now. So that's
it
a
goes
10.
to a 10. Yeah.
All right. 10-inch charge.
Oh, my gosh.
No. That's
They're
bad.
angry.
That's bad. That's real
worst.
bad.
Rawr.
No.
So I got an 11, but it goes down to a 9.
Correct.
Or
Goes down to an 8.
an 8, yeah. Bah.
Brian, he's just a boy.
Just
He's
wee
the-
little flying.
He's the boy
men.
who put his bottles up at the front of the table.
I wanted your objective, Brian.
Okay. It's a 4-inch charge to the pipe there.
See if you can manage to fail this one.
I could, actually.
Oh! I imagine you're gonna reroll
I'll have
that.
to burn a precious CP. Okay.
Oh, so you're good.
I couldn't. If I rolled the 1 first, it would have broke my heart. I couldn't. All right.
Burning through those CP,
Let's
Brian.
go right there. Well, I spent 1, and I got 2 back, so I feel good. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So this one advanced, so he can't charge. This one can attempt to charge, but then my character would be high and dry.
That's true.
So it's the fight phase.
All right.
Let me just make sure. That's knight number 3. That's knight number 2. Just trying to make sure who's got the what now. Oh, he had +1 to charge. So I rolled a 3
So you rolled
into
what you
4.
needed, yeah.
So I actually got it.
That's good.
That's why you check your rules.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Thanks. So tell me the profiles in combat of each of these. I'm trying to see if I'm scared of the interrupt.
The bucklers are 1 damage,
Okay.
and the spears are 2 damage. They're
I'm
both.
gonna
strength
fight over
6.
there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense.
So, and I'm just gonna stomp you.
Will you now?
Yeah. You ready for the stomps?
I'm ready.
So I have got normally 5 attacks,
Right,
but it's actually 6.
because you charged.
Yeah. So that's actually times 3. So
18.
we've got 18.
And that's number wang.
2, 4,
Sounds good.
6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18. It's just a few.
A couple.
Yeah. I'm not fully within your deployment zone, so I don't get my +1 attack, unfortunately.
True.
Okay, hitting on 2s, and I'll get to reroll 1 singular dice.
Mhm.
Oh no, that's not the household item anymore.
Correct.
Correct.
That's fine. Never mind. I'm so much looking forward to
I'm
that.
sorry.
So I normally get to reroll wounds, but I won't get to do it here. And I think the stomps were the right choice.
Yeah.
Probably.
So here we are wounding on 3s.
It's decent.
Solid.
All right.
Okay, and I get an additional AP on these.
I'm at my 4-up pinball either way,
That's right.
because they're 3-up armor without
That's
the
true.
bucklers.
Can you go hot?
Tiny little baby boys.
Got this.
Whoop.
Listen, I think that was good.
Go for it.
Okay, so the first one,
2 damage. The next kills him.
that one kills him.
Yep.
So
So 1 guy dead.
then can I go hot?
Nope.
No?
You go very non.
Oh.
Would you like to CP the damage?
I will spend a CP, but not on the damage. I'll spend it on...
Thunderstorms?
No, because Thunderstomp won't kill the
2
unit.
models. It'll kill 1 model.
And it's only on a 4+ in the first place.
That's true. I do have the gauntlet, and I could just, for the same amount of CP, right?
Yeah.
Is it 1 CP to death grip? Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. So Death Grip's the better choice for 1 CP than Thunderstomp. So I will Death Grip to get the job done.
All right.
Or wait, no, because you can't kill a squad. You can only kill one guy.
Correct.
Oh.
You would
So
need
I'd
to do
have to
both.
re-roll. Nah, this isn't.
No.
So you're rerolling damage to kill one model? What are you doing? You just gonna leave him?
So he's got there's a Venatari at full and one at 1 wound currently. So Brian's deciding just to show you guys.
I don't care about the Venatari.
You don't
that
care
much.
about the
that guy
Venatari?
can't fall back and charge or anything. So
No.
so I'll deal with them in a future turn. But that was not impressive.
Yeah, that gives me hope for the 2 of armor guys.
Yeah. So well, they'll still be at their 4 up.
Yeah.
So okay, let's go for it. We ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So this is my Dreadblade, right? So he has base +1 attack. So he's actually gonna have the same number of attacks because he's not one of the
He's not
specials.
the
So 18, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
So many dice.
It's a lot of attacks.
16, okay. And then let me just make
Does
sure.
he have the additional AP? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm a 4 up anyway.
No, he gets the household.
Right.
The reason he doesn't have the extra 1 attack is because he's not a double close combat weapon knight. He's not a rampage.
Gotcha.
And so I'm just trying to make sure I did get I got the extra movement ability.
Correct.
So that's why I was able to even make this charge in the first place. Okay, so I'm hitting here on 3s. This is where I don't care. I'm fine. If I don't kill this unit, I actually don't care. There's no real reason for me to spend CP on it.
Alrighty then.
So hitting on 3s. Okay.
Pretty good hitting.
It was perfectly good. Yeah. And then 3s again.
Ooh, awful
no.
wounding. Brian, what are you doing?
So that looks like 60% failed wounds on 3 ups.
Yikes.
Not good, but it's okay. As long as you get 80% failed saves.
I mean, I don't need to fail that many to lose the whole squad.
You don't need to fail that many.
You could still wipe them here. I failed 3 for you, so it's unlikely you kill the squad.
So 1 is on 1 wound.
Yeah. So he'll just die.
I roll that and he dies.
Yep.
So I need 2 5-ups or higher.
Correct. You didn't do it, but you do kill them all.
I only just kill 1. So, and I will pile in to make sure I am touching him.
Yep.
And I'll just do my, consolidate pile in.
Makes sense.
Genuinely surprised you didn't roll 2 5s there, Brian.
I'm glad I made the charge. That's already big.
Yeah.
So you get to chip some damage from me, son.
I will fight you back with the spears. They get an extra attack, and they're 2 damage. That's something.
I'm into it.
So here's 8 attacks. Hitting on 2s, they all hit. Winning on 5s because you're big and tough and scary. Is it worth 1 CP for +1 wound? I don't think so.
Yeah.
And it would have done nothing. So 3 wounds.
Sorry,
AP,
guys.
I believe 3. We should check.
It looks like a normal spear.
I have never played with these models in my life. So a cursory glance last night told me AP3.
That's all you need.
It feels like AP3. I'm going to roll it. And it won't matter.
Venatari AP3, yeah.
Yeah, it won't matter. So that's 6 damage you just did.
2 each, yeah.
That's a lot more than I did to you.
They're pretty good.
Well, dang.
So, yeah, I'm at 18.
I'm into it. Venatari, I'm sold.
I know. I'm sorry, Anthony.
That was,
I missed a dice roll.
You missed a dice roll.
I missed a dice roll. It's tragic.
Heretical.
I know.
that was, yeah.
And then this one.
So I did, over in that combat, I did
4
5 damage.
You did 4.
You
did 5.
5. I did 5 and you did 6. So yeah, you win.
We win.
That's the end.
Custodes
done.
win.
Thanks for
you,
coming
guys.
out. So you're going to fight me with the buckler?
I do not get the +1 attack. 3 attacks on 2s and 5s. These are AP2 for 1 damage.
Okay.
It's a weak
So
weapon.
So I took 1 damage.
Yeah, it's not the strongest weapon, but
Still, it's not bad. So
I like the buckler
alright.
still. I know the extra AP means they don't matter as much in this game, but like
you don't take
well,
them
he made a bunch of saves
to punch.
right?
correct.
He made a bunch of saves
Right.
there.
You don't take them to punch, you take them to steal objectives.
So that's my turn. I did take the center point,
Yep. And you do dominate.
and I do dominate.
Sounds good. So it's going to be 3 points
So
for
put
that
them
direct
points on the
assault.
board.
3 points for domination.
Yeah, and where's your this is your super offset guy in the middle?
Mhm. That's why I put the super offset guy.
How droll.
Yeah,
Mm.
it was like a tactic I had.
Yeah. It's a good one. I like it.
It's a fine tactic, yeah.
Well, okay then. I think that's gonna take it to Custodes turn 1.
Let's
do
see
I'll
it.
go up to a whole 8 command points. And could I get a tape measure, Brian?
Yeah.
I'm digging it.
Why are you doing that? You want to do a meme of the week?
Meme,
Our
of, the
meme of the
week.
week.
Oh, dang.
If you don't know, our Discord has amazing meme channels. It's another big reason to get in to the Discord. And I really think that we got a fantastic one here.
I'm sorry. Well,
this is from Soups.
Soups, who's been a really great community member, first of all. So shout out to Soups for being very positive and fun influence. This is Meme of the Week, and it's picture of Brian. Gets tabled, wins with maximum 100 points anyway. This was
classic Brian.
Classic Brian, and it was this was a great game. It was a great game. It was a great example of 9th edition, right? It was just really, really cool to see that, yeah, you can kill literally everything and still not only lose, but lose with your opponent getting a perfect score, which actually we're kind of all about here. It was all about tactics. Brian had a great game. And so it was actually a really weird and cool moment that kind of it just shows.
Yeah, not only, I think it was simultaneously our first 100-point game and basically like our first like real tabling. Like we've rarely got tabling.
Absolutely.
So
awesome meme. Again, we have tons on the Discord. This is completely free and open to everyone. We do have a freemium section, a free memium section.
That's right.
Free memium section.
So if you want to become a member, we do have members only sections of the Discord, but we just have an amazing community about making all these incredible memes.
Yeah.
Every day. By the end of this game, there's going to be some already.
I'm sure. Anytime Bridger's on air, we're going to generate some memes.
Several people messaged me and said, I better be ready for all the screen caps to come out now.
Right.
Because I'm going to be in hibernation for a month producing the show, so they got to get them in right now.
So it looks like you're going hard on this night.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is reclaim my land.
Okay.
That's really what I'm going for here. And I think bottlenecking you, because I guess you could fit through here.
Yeah, we made it so that we'd fit the knight. That's a key thing when you're making terrain against knights. You have to make it so that the knights can actually move. It's kind of silly. Like you can see we built this bridge exactly at knight height. All the little doorways here are exactly at knight height. It's not fun otherwise.
You got to let them play the game, you know?
That's right.
It's true.
Because they're already at such a disadvantage. They're not gold.
Yeah.
They're not Imperial. How can they ever win?
You want to do one more question before we move on?
Yeah, let's maybe do a couple because I'm kind of behind. This is thank you, Super Reedy. He says, "Yay, you've been pronouncing me right."
Yeah.
Today producing. Yeah. I feel loved. Love you guys too. Keeping my hobby glands active while I wait for lockdown to let me actually get a game in. Thank you for doing what you do.
Glad you like it. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun.
So awesome. And then we have a couple from Miko. So thank you, Miko. They say, "Hi guys, good luck, Bridger. Here's my attempt at the best Mortifactors successor list." So Ultramarines. Here we go. This is Grab Captain, Chap on Bike, Lieutenant, 5 hints, heavy intercessors, 10 intercessors, 5 aggressors. And then there's more. Let's see, Apothecary, Ancient, Redemptor Dread, 6 Plasma Interceptors, 3 Outriders, 3 Assault Eradicators, 3 Heavy Eradicators. Aggressors are flamey boys. Would love to know what you think.
Yeah, it's a rough list. It's a rough list. It's super strong.
It's super.
You took like all the good units,
and then you just took more of them.
And then you kept taking good units, and all we heard was good units.
So
and it gets better too. They also say they have Obsec for the Captain Ancient, the Ultramarine Banner, which I forget what it does, but I remember being good. Oh, it's +1 attack, I think.
Yeah,
that's the basic banner.
Universally,
there is an Ultramarines banner for +1 attack.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an aura of +1 attack.
And then Chief Apothecary, Chap on Bike with a missile, Interceptors, Deep Strike. Keep up the good work, lads. Okay, I'm out.
What a really great one. All right,
thanks, Miko.
You want to go to your psychic phase?
Yep, done. Cool.
Okay.
Great. Excellent. Moving on. Shooting. We actually have an astonishing amount of shooting for Custodes.
Yeah, I'm a little worried.
Just a wild amount.
Okay, bring the pain.
All right, let's start with the best. Let's start with the.
How many CP do I have?
5.
Yeah.
Start with the Caladius.
Yeah, that's a good one.
This is the money. I can't really deal with your Super OBSEC Knight right now. I want to.
Well, and the truth is, you're not even over there yet.
He's a pain in my butt.
Yeah.
So I do need to get rid of him.
Yep.
But for now, I'm going to write this one off as dead. I think this knight...
In combat.
Already dead.
How? How do you think he's dead?
A combination of shooting combat.
Okay. I think, yes, if you put a lot of your shooting and a lot of your combat in, I think you got him. But you got to keep in mind, the Sagittarium aren't really fighters, right?
No.
And you do have a couple shield captains over there.
I do.
But only 2 of them are actually decent at fighting you.
That's true.
Right?
Maybe we'll hold on to the Caladius.
Yeah.
Let's shoot 6 Sagittarium, double shooting this guy. We'll shoot both profiles.
I'll rotate.
So there's no reason not to. All right. So I need several dice.
Okay.
That's enough.
Okay.
Got him. So here's 9. I guess I'll do this one at a time because I have 9 dice. So this is the heavy bolts profile. 3's rerolling 1s.
Yes.
And I have been told I no longer burn myself on 1s. I've learned.
Oh, like you were exploding or something?
They used to have like an overcharge rule.
Oh, yes, that's right. They used to, yeah, but they don't.
2 AP 1.
Yeah, 4 ups. Okay, so 2 damage. So, yeah, down to 21.
And then we'll just do that again. Can I have that die back?
Sure you can.
This is the other set of heavy bolters.
Sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, because you're hitting on
3s. Because mine's 1.
All
For
right.
shooting both profiles.
Okay,
Another
2 wounds again. Pretty odds there. And pretty odds there for me. So
Another 2
down to
damage.
19.
All right.
All right.
Boop. And then
It's every time you chip it down, it matters, right?
these are the big shots.
So it's all the big shots at once?
Yeah, 6 big shots.
Okay,
Only 1 miss.
good. I'll take every miss I can get. He still needs 5s, though. Okay, it's only 1.
4
up.
3, yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh,
3 damage.
nothing I can do there.
So you're down to 16.
Down to 16, yeah. It adds up. The funny thing is, like, even I failed 1, I'm still down a lot.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
One
even
is
1
down.
hurts.
All right, we'll go to the captain and his melt-a-missile. That's a hit. That's a wound.
Okay. 4 up. Come on, rotate. I need you to do more than this.
D6, and I can re-roll it.
It's D6.
I'll take a 5.
Oh, okay. This is a D6.
It is a
I
melt
thought it was
missile.
I thought it was a D3 for some reason.
That's
so
a flak
down
missile.
to 11. Yeah, that one might have been worth re-rolling.
That might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what else do we got?
I'll shoot my relic axe at you, which I don't think is any different.
No, I don't think
it's
so.
just an axe.
Okay.
He'll re-rolls once.
Yeah, you will.
There we go.
Mm.
Should have thrown the spear in as well while we're doing this.
No wounds
no
there.
rerolls. We'll do the spear now.
Okay.
Here we go. 2
This is the
hits.
spear captain. Yep.
Yup. We'll get there.
No wounds. Okay.
Alrighty then.
Mm.
All right. So I have those 3
Yeah.
set charm back there, and they are going to shoot this guy.
Yeah, that's a good night to shoot. He's at
Pebbles-
18, so
pebbles on the
he's worth trying to chip down.
Now I need a bunch of dice again.
All right. I'm just trying to make sure he has no special things. No, nothing.
All right. Here's the 9 heavy bolter shots.
Bring the pain.
They are in captain range.
Nice.
And 5 to wound.
Ooh, this could hurt. But it doesn't.
Nope.
Oh no.
Here we go. 4 ups. All right, good.
And the 3 big shots.
These are the money shots, though. Oh.
2 misses. Reroll the 1. 2 hits.
All right.
1 wound.
1 wound still. That's good. Oh.
Saved it.
Man.
Ion shields.
You broke the cycle of single fails.
That's right.
So all we have left is the big scary guy.
The Caladius, which can do some work, no doubt.
Do I need the Cladius to take 11 wounds off a knight? He thinks not. I think I can do 11 in combat. And if you interrupt, you'll be hitting on like 4s by then. Did you start on 2s?
I start on 3s with this knight.
Oh, wow. In combat?
Because they're just
You'll be down to 5?
Because he's not the...
rampager.
I'm not remotely frightened.
he does have a 4-up involved in combat.
You didn't tell me that.
I did, at the very start.
I didn't listen.
Okay.
But he's already rotated now.
Which he could rotate.
But he's a 4-up in...
I could rotate again in combat.
Right, right. So you would rotate to a 4-up in combat.
I guarantee you,
Yeah.
I would.
I didn't spend you did rotate it. I didn't spend the CP.
Okay.
So you're down to 4. Okay.
Yeah, I guess you're really just corralling me into killing this one night. Which I'm not happy about, but I'll do it. I'll do it.
Listen, I don't. If you want to try and put everything into him, that's fine. If you want to take a chance on not killing him, that's also fine for me. Both of these things are fine outcomes for me. I'm actually fine with everything.
I don't actually need to kill you immediately. So I don't want to lose efficiency here, because I need to efficiently
That
kill
is the Barry Bridger opinion.
So
I
I'm
like it.
going to shoot everything at... Ooh. This I got to work down the other combat knight.
Yep.
So here are the 2 mega wombo shots.
Yes.
And they hit on 2s, rerolling 1s, and they wound on 3s, rerolling.
Oh, good thing.
Good thing, huh?
Right.
Fail with 1.
Oh
Yes!
no!
And 5-up in style?
No.
Oh,
No.
gosh.
All right.
3 plus 2, so 5
So
damage.
5 damage. All right. So
Solid.
I'm down to 19. Do we have another D20
We
kicking
don't.
around? We
No.
don't. That's good.
We should get more d20s for when we play knights.
I have like 9. They all
And also-
disappeared.
I ate them,
And also for Mega Knobs.
and they're on the floor. I ate them, and they're on the floor.
How did they end up on the floor? We don't even roll them.
Well, we just throw dice on the floor, Brian. That's what we do here.
All right.
Uh,
So you got a bunch of
my
knights
guns.
a
Oh,
little
sorry.
wounded.
six little baby shots.
Well, those baby shots are not bad.
Oh wow! Here's a floor die. Adrian really scuffed that one out.
Yeah, so that one we should save for
We'll sell that
when
one.
we're selling the
we should
floor dice.
auction that.
Auction off the floor dice.
I feel like we have to like aggressively wink at the camera when we joke.
So this is the Lastrum Heavy Bolter?
This is
whatever.
the underslung.
Yeah. Isn't that
whatever
what it's called? Lastrum Heavy Bolter?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's a Lastrum Heavy Bolter, but it's worse than a Heavy Bolter.
Because Lastrum is +1 strength, +1 AP.
So is it 2 AP?
AP 2, yeah.
Okay, so I took another one.
Excellent.
All right.
Well, that's going to do it for all the non-charge
This one's down to 18. Okay.
Excellent.
Is it time to charge?
Let's get to charging.
Thank you for all the dice emotes, guys. That's amazing.
Excellent. I will charge first with my 3-up Invuln Bike Captain, in case you want Overwatch.
I don't want Overwatch.
Excellent. He's in. He'll be in.
Coming on in.
Over here.
I'm excited for this. I have no idea what's going to happen here, but it's going to be a bloodbath.
We'll charge the back Sagittarian.
Yep.
No, let's charge the front Sagittarian.
Let's see it.
Build a wall. A wall of bodies.
A wall of flesh and steel.
Excellent, yeah.
What's it called?
That's exactly what we're doing. We'll charge the banner in. Want him in real deep. 6, that's enough.
Yeah, you'll get him.
Oh yeah, he gets plenty far. We'll get him so that you can't charge him, and he's in the aura.
The funny thing is, I don't need to charge him because you're in here with me. I'm not in here with you.
Right. Next group of Sagittarian will charge.
Yep. I'm actually surprised you charged the banner. I thought you'd leave him at the back.
Oh no, I need the aura over here.
Oh, for the +1 attack.
In fact, I should charge these guys.
I guess you don't really care about the deep strike because you have the Dreadblade ability.
Correct, and
Dread host.
Yeah. I'm a Dreadblade.
Freudian slip.
Yeah.
He should charge on this side.
Okay.
So just some very careful charging here.
He just wants to make sure, be sure everyone's in aura range.
Yep.
And then the Axie dude. This is the charge. The 1, 9.
Is this the which one is this guy?
This is the Mega Axe Man. He has the flat 3 damage axe.
Got it.
He rerolls wounds against vehicles.
Oh, he rerolls wounds against
He's
vehicles.
exploding 6's aura.
I love it.
He's a monster.
Nice.
And with that, we go to the fighting. And
Bring
we will
the fighting.
start with him.
I will spend another CP to rotate Ion Shields.
Oh, dang.
Excellent.
And let's see if I can. Live.
All right, here is his 6 attacks from the banner.
6 attacks.
And I'm really looking for 6s here.
Yes.
We got some 1s to reroll.
As long as those 1s don't turn into 6s. Okay.
Ooh,
Well,
excellent.
they did.
2 extra hits.
2 extra hits.
6 attacks, 8 hits.
Yep.
How we do it.
It's a very Adrian way to play. I'm used to it standing on this side of the table.
Right.
That whatever amount of dice they throw, it'll hit me with more.
And this is winning on 4s, but I reroll because I am strength 8 because they were too cowardly to give Custodes more strength 10.
And what gives the reroll? I don't think I've ever taken that before.
It's his Captain Commander trait.
Oh, Captain Commander ability.
Yeah.
And it's reroll against monsters and vehicles?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Lay low
I've never taken
tyrant
that
or
one.
something? Excellent.
Bane of Abominations.
That, yeah.
So
7 wounds.
flat 3 damage?
Yep.
Good
This
thing I haven't...
is why I wasn't worried.
Well, you'll
guy's
be
a
worried.
Oh, no, don't say that, Bridget.
Look at this cocky man. He doesn't have the dark gods on his side.
That knight's
neither
real
do I.
dead, Brian.
Neither do I. 3, 6, 9, 12. I only have 11 wounds left. So I could live if I CP'd one of these,
Right.
but then it would take me 2 CP to interrupt and then, like, kill what? Like,
Right.
Yep.
so I'd rather spend the CP to try and explode.
Oh, dang.
Exploding on a 4.
No, this
On
isn't
5.
the... this is the knight that would have had the plus to explode, but I can't take that relic anymore because it's from the...
right.
Right.
So it's exploding just on a 4.
So you're spending 2 CP on
Only
this.
on a 4.
Sorry?
It's 2 CP to explode, I believe.
That's what I said, yeah.
Okay, just make
Yeah.
sure.
Wow. You're going real low on CP.
No, this is if there was ever a time to explode, I think you appreciate Spiteful Demise. This is the time to do it.
This is
right?
the time to do it. You're
Your
right.
entire army's in range, and my army is not.
True.
Well, it depends on what I roll, but you know.
Yep.
So this is such a big roll. Like that's why I'm having trouble rolling it because
Don't
it's
mess
like
it up.
Yeah.
okay. Yes.
You got it.
So it's 2d6 range or
Yeah.
d6
Oh,
range,
yeah.
or I'm always forgetting.
It's 2d6 range, and that does d6 more wounds.
Yeah.
to
So we have
each
9
units.
inches. I don't think it'll make it to this guy.
It's just out from him, and it's just out from the Nurglings. But it is literally your entire army, other
Not
than
my spear captain.
not your spear captain,
Ah.
and not your Sagittarium in the back, obviously. So this is juicy.
If you kill the banner on an explosion, I'll
Sorry,
be so
when
sad.
I killed a banner on an explosion. Let's start with him. He has what, 5 wounds?
He does have 5, yeah.
Oh. All right, you're gonna need some dice.
Right.
Here's some dice.
You evil man.
Here's 2 Sagittarum dead. No,
Which-
it's one
which
in a
one?
bit.
Wow.
The first one, yep.
What, this one? Okay.
The one in the front.
Yeah, explosions
I'll
in
pull this
chat.
guy.
Yes.
Mhm.
Here's the second group of Sagittarum. There's another one dead and 1 wounded.
We need so many more dice.
You
Brian.
could use the yellow dice. I just love exploding knights.
You have weaponized your one weakness.
Yeah, exactly. Here is the captain on foot. He has 6 wounds, right?
7. He's a
Oh, because
Terminator.
he's a Terminator. Okay.
Oh,
this
stop
is
it.
brutal.
Yes.
How are you doing this?
And then this is the bike captain with also 7 wounds.
Yes.
Stop
1
it.
wound
How
left.
are you doing this?
My Nurglings are going to kill him now.
Doubtful of that, but
And then here is the Caladius. 5.
What?
I'm an animal.
Someone stop
Don't
this
blow up
man.
my knights.
no. All
So
right.
for all of you keeping math at home, that was like 10,
It was a
15,
lot.
20, like 20.
30, it was like
it was
30,
almost 30
more wounds.
wounds.
I think it
That
was
was
over
like-
30 more wounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was
That's
burn and bomb
11.
levels.
You can see why I tried to take
15.
the +1 to explode ability, because you can see how valuable that is.
Yeah, I think that was over 30 more wounds.
That's the money right there.
Oh my goodness.
But I will claim my 10 Titan Hunter points, Adrian.
Yeah, Titan Hunter.
The Titan has been hunted,
That's right.
and it hurt a lot.
It is a lot of points.
It's so funny. So that first night, guys, is worth 10 points. After that, it's only worth 3, and then 2 for
No,
the next
2 and then 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that what it is?
Yeah.
It's 10,
What?
12, 15.
All right.
It's
Boom.
completely makes no sense.
Points on the board.
Are you done?
I probably should have kept
Yeah, feel free to
this
keep
guy. There we go.
Yeah, and he's got a bunch of activations, so you can still kind of scoot around, choose his positioning carefully.
Right. Yeah. So I can still pile in and consolidate to get these guys in. So he consolidates. Ooh. This is bad.
Because his characters are he wants to consolidate to get them back into character range, character protection range. But that might not be easy to do actually.
Well, there's
Because-
nothing here that protects characters anymore.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Exactly.
Oh, is that not a 3-man?
No, it's
I
two
killed 1
two-mans.
from each.
Brian.
This guy can pile
Can he? Is that
and
closer to me?
consolidate. It's really a question of what is the closest. That's 14. That's also 14. Oof. I don't know what's closest here.
You decide. You're the one over there. Whatever you pick. While Bridger's doing that, you
I
want to
think
take another
it's
question?
this.
Yeah, let's do it. So let's take a
And
look.
he has a full 6, so he can go 3 closer, 3 closer.
Go for it.
Awesome. Thank you, Flesh Creature. Great name. Titans. If the Loyalist Primarchs each piloted a Warlord Titan that could combine like Voltron, which body part would each Primarch form? Thanks, boys.
That is so awesome.
That's amazing.
Okay, so I think Russ would be like the arm,
Oh, for sure.
one arm, right?
Uh-huh.
I think that would be like the crazy chainsword arm.
Yeah.
I think maybe the line would be like the sword arm. Who would be the driver?
I mean, Gilliman,
Yeah,
obviously.
Gilliman is the one that would be obvious, but like he's more the guy in the chest piece, not like, you know what I mean? Like
Well, that's what I was debating on. Like, Gilliman's either the chest piece or the head.
the heart of it would be Sanguinius.
Oh, of course.
For sure.
Yeah, we all know what Fulgrim would be, but moving on.
Who would be the 2 legs?
The 2
No,
legs.
just the Loyalist Primarchs.
Oh, okay.
Should we make Ferrus Manus the head?
That's so mean.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
He's like, finally. And then
We need 2 legs. So Dorn would be a
oh,
sturdy
for
leg.
sure.
And then we need another sturdy leg.
Now we need a
Vulcan.
gimpy leg.
I think
Vulcan's
Korax.
good
Vulcan
leg.
could be a sturdy leg.
Yeah.
Corax would be a gimpy leg.
Korax,
Korax is like
Corks is like the backpack.
He's the leg that always fails you.
Yeah.
I think we did it. Okay, so you piled in?
Yeah. I worry that I will lose my super captain to shooting.
I will shoot
It's a
him.
concern.
Because he's one of your... You have certain things that are night killing and certain things that are not. He is one of the... Clearly, he just literally half the night. Right? In one go.
Yeah.
So listen, it was good for you and good for me.
It's true.
And a dead knight is always good, but 30 mortal wounds is always better.
It's disgusting.
Gosh.
That's
Don't do that again.
I assure you I will do it every turn.
All right. Well, that's gonna
Jeez.
do it for me.
So what do you got? What do you got points wise, Masa?
Well, I have 2 models here now, and you only have 1. So I hold this.
Yes.
And I
Are
hold
you
that,
on?
but I don't hold 3
Yeah, that's right.
because I couldn't get far enough to
That's
take
correct, yeah.
that one.
So no domination this turn.
No domination. I don't hold the middle either.
That's right.
I just get my
So-
10 Titan Slayer.
10 Titan Slayers. All right. And then going into the next turn,
I do
Brian,
get hold more.
you
I get
hold-
that full 15.
Hold one, hold many, hold more.
Yep.
And
Playing that game.
that's that. Gonna give you your CP, so you're up to a mighty 2.
Very generous.
No, it's enough for him to explode again.
No.
It is enough for me to explode. I'm so glad you remembered.
Chaos Knights, turn 2.
Turn 2. Let's do it.
It also seems like a good time for the next super chat, which is a limerick.
Oh,
From
yes.
a certain
Yeah, it
poet
is.
we know. Thank you, Ariatha, as always. I'll do my best.
No.
His credibility's grown so thin. He prays to the mightiest Jin. Field the worst army against Custodes and me, so I, Bridger, might finally win.
So this dude has 1 wound left. My goal is to pop him off if I get lucky and then charge both these units. Just giving you a heads up.
Sure, makes sense.
Thank you, Jason. Couple messages. I have this week bought an entire Chaos Knights army, so I'm watching with great interest. What is the optimal ratio of Knights to Armigers? Good question.
For Chaos Knights, it might be 1-0, like 100% big Knights
Yeah.
to Armigers. Because Chaos
Interesting.
Knights make such good use of all of their relics and warlord traits.
Mm.
Whereas Imperial Knights, I think, don't as much. They have a few really good ones, and the rest are kind of poo-poo.
That's a great point.
Um,
You're having to make up for the rest.
and Imperial Armigers, I think, have more ways to make them better with their engine war. I could be wrong on that, because I'm not like an expert on either kind of knight. But
They have some, they have some interesting strats for sure.
they have like the intervene strat,
Mhm.
which lets them steal back objectives in
Right.
fancy ways.
That's
I don't
true. I'm curious. I'm gonna get 4 Chaos Armigers for my Chaos Knights. So we're gonna try them out on the channel as soon as I get that put together.
Thank you.
And once it's arrived. But I think that's a great point, Bridger, that you might not really need them.
They're not bad. Like I think they're in fact even good.
Yeah.
It's just if you want to run big knights,
Mm-hmm.
Chaos is the way to do it because they're better without Armigers. Like if you want to run pure knights, I think Chaos pure knights is better than Imperial pure knights with babies.
Absolutely. So Jason's second question: how do you feel about the Forgeworld Knights? I'm into the Moirax Armigers and Megara. The Rad Flamers are rad.
Yeah, I love those.
We think they're cool.
They're great. So we were having a discussion about this the other day. Of those Chaos Armigers that I'm getting, they will be actually Moirax because mostly it's interesting. It's different, right? So they don't have the sweep attack, so they're not as great at kind of just dealing with smaller squads that you don't want to put a full knight into. But they hit like a truck with a D3 plus 3 flat damage and all the extra weapons. So I think they're interesting. And the Megara got better. That one and the Styrics are like pretty saucy right now,
Not bad.
actually. So they're cool.
So I'll talk to you about my plan here. I'm actually these guys living is actually turning out to be much worse for me than I imagined.
Yeah. Because you have to turn around.
So yeah, so this knight's going back to clear this off because I really do have to continue to hold these points to win the game. This guy here, I just pulled around just to peek a smite on him, and to get his 1 wound. That might be the way to do it.
You'll be denied by the Emperor, Brian.
You very well might. And then what I'm going to do here is coming around here with the knight off the point. I'm going to hold the point with my center character, which I assure you, very risky. But it's fun to play risky. So that's what I'm going to do. And come up, try to kill a bunch of this stuff. This knight here is coming up to take this corner, kind of try to sweep his backfield, make it so that he has to continue to fight for his backfield because I get points for holding it. And then that's it. That's what I'm trying to do. Basically my whole game plan.
Well, let's see it.
Remind me because actually I'm just assuming that this was part of this train, or was it like this is one piece, that's one piece? Or is that how we were?
I had no idea.
Okay.
I don't even know what you're asking.
Okay. We were saying that this is one obscuring rune and this is one obscuring rune? And then this is part of the base for it, or yes or no?
Oh, I had just thought this wall was obscuring, and this was like
okay, so this
covered.
wall is not obscuring.
Correct. That's what I had assumed.
I understand. That's not what I assumed, but that's fine.
I definitely would have. It would have been better for me if I had done that, but I don't actually care because we're gonna fight now, and that's what I want.
Okay.
Is to get us to fight.
I see. All right. The only reason it matters at this point is I was trying to toe into here to shoot over at your captain if he lives from this might. So that's all.
Which you can do.
Which I can do. Are we ready to psychic? So
yes.
here's the thing. I have secondary objectives, which are interrogation.
Mm-hmm.
But smiting's so much more fun.
No.
Who need like when Bridger's here, he inspires me to not play the mission. You know what I mean?
You know, that's a fair point. And this would be on the captain, right?
Yeah, it's a worthwhile trade. So here I am, smite. It's a smite. Are you gonna do
deny it on a 4-up?
So he gets to deny on a 4-up for 1 CP. So he's dropping 1 CP, Adrian.
Which puts me to how many?
This is gonna take Bridger to 7.
Nice.
Have you not really spent any?
He has it down to 6. So
I have it at 6, but I don't actually know. I'll put it at 6.
You got a CP at the start of your turn?
I don't know.
All right, put it at 6.
Ask chat.
All right, chat. Tell me how much you ask.
So 4 up to
4
deny.
up to 9. And then if this fails,
He still has a 6-up
I
field.
still have a normal deny, which I can also pay a CP for.
Oh, you can do it twice?
There's separate strats.
Does each one count
This is
as
when
a
I'm
deny?
targeted.
Yeah.
The other one is a normal deny,
that's
which
fine.
is after I'm targeted.
I'm happy for you to spend all the CP in the world.
Hopefully you roll the 4 up and it won't matter.
Nope.
No, Bridger.
So I'll spend another.
So you're spending another CP, and now you have to beat my 9, which was not easy.
I need this guy a lot.
Yeah.
It's very important. Nope. Go for it.
Now he still has a 6-up feel no pain.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just 1.
so you're telling me there's a
no.
chance.
I love this!
Don't do this
No,
to me.
for the Emperor.
You're giving me hope.
Let's get those Emperors!
No.
There's a chat.
Oh,
no.
he dies.
Mortal wounds, man. Mortal wounds.
That's how Chaos gets it done.
All right, I'm seeing a lot of 7s in chat. So,
Yes.
so yeah, I think Bridger, you cut yourself a little bit short on that one. That's all. On the CP.
Oh, so I have one
So
more?
You're down.
I'm
You
at
have 6 now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Great.
Thanks, guys.
All right. I do have Stubbers, Mighty Stubbers here. I'm going to try to kill that last wound from there.
You wouldn't dare.
I would dare. I'm daring. It's 3 shots.
It is 3, yep.
And I wound on 5s. Yes. Take your 3-up.
3-up, because they don't have bucklers.
Oh, I really wanted the Custodes like to fail.
Right.
All right.
I'm loving the Bridger F's in chat. So
I've got the Stubbers back there. I'm going to put them over here.
Okay.
So I'm going to get that last wound, and I'm going to prove to everyone that 3-up Custodes is not good. Nothing. Okay.
Will you prove that?
That was heresy.
Forget it. Okay, so I only have this one boy shooting, and you only have 2 wounds left on this captain, and he doesn't have a storm shield.
Correct.
So what we're going to do is we're approximately going to put everything into him.
Well, then I will approximately...
Hold on, approximately.
Oh.
I'm going to tell you what the actual split is for you. So getting this one guy dead with 1 wound is tasty, but he's at a 1-up right now.
Correct.
Right?
No. Yes.
Yeah, he's at a 1-up.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the Stubbers and the Top Gun could take a chance. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put 2 Stubbers and the Top Gun, and when I say approximately everything, the only gun that matters, the battle cannon into here. Okay?
Excellent. I will spend 1 CP to ignore your AP.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's a Terminator.
Oh, he's a Terminator captain.
Yeah.
So then you have a 2-up save against me.
Yep.
I love it. All right, let's bring the pain. Here's my 2 Stubbers. Stubbers in style.
Stubbers! Get stubbed.
Oh.
I will not be stubbed on this day.
Okay, D6 shots. I might kill nothing here, which is your absolute goal.
Yeah, that's my hope.
2 hits. No wounds.
Wow.
So, so far,
down to the battle.
not good.
So that was against the Terminator?
No.
That was against the Sagittarium.
That was the Sagittarium.
Strength
This
5.
is the battle cannon. He rolled
And he's
on top
T5.
And he rolled 3s to it.
I definitely know how to
10
play this
shots.
10
2,
shots.
4, 6, 8, 10. He only needs to fail 1 of these.
It's fine, Bridger. Believe in the Emperor, because he believes in you.
I don't like this.
That's not the Emperor face. You need to make a stronger Emperor face.
We need Emperors in chat.
That's 100%.
You can't kill all my characters in one turn.
That's what happens when you believe in chaos.
There we go.
No, that was fun.
That seemed...
All right.
So a single 1.
We'll get re-rolled.
Yeah, into a 1.
no.
Let's see.
Don't even put your bad juju on me, Brian. No!
Yes!
No!
Did you want to reroll 1?
No!
Look at that! 3, 6, 9, 10, 11.
What is happening?
You know the worst part is the Emperors are now coming in. All right, I take it back, guys. Go back to the Bridger F's.
Yes! You gotta get the Berserker in chat. Get that coring going.
Oh, no.
That was amazing.
That was painful.
What a roll, Bridger. It's
No.
charges.
Charges.
Yep.
So charging the Sagittarm right in front of me.
Yep.
He had spaced cleverly, so I can't touch them both. But that's fine. We'll just here. Let's see if I. There's no. I'm trying to see if I can stay 1 inch
got this.
away.
Maybe we should just like move the studio.
Where?
Ryan should
Away
play
from
this
like
like-
ley lines of power.
Is this a burial ground? What's
Yeah.
under here?
Yeah, there's some chaos ley lines right under here.
for sure.
Where?
Do you want to roll me a charge right here?
I would love to. I don't. You can't fail.
I can't
but,
fail. That's
it's a
why I'm
3.
giving it to you.
Oh,
I rolled you a 3,
you
Brian.
did try.
All right. So.
Ugh.
All right.
All right. We still have Terminators to save the day, but I am very sad.
All right. Those spears are going to have to go down first. They proved that they're actually not a joke.
Stop! He's already dead.
He's already dead. So, all right. So I just get the +1 to advance and charge there. I'm not in your deployment zone, so I don't get the attack. Funny enough, they should have switched sides. But that's all. So we'll just go with his 18 attacks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So if I do the same amount of damage as last time, I will
Then-
kill the squad.
Yeah, I'll die. Yeah.
Hitting on 2s.
Yep.
All right. 3 1s. That's perfectly odds, actually.
Yep.
3s to wound. 4 ups for you. Oh, that is a 3. Yeah. I think you're in trouble.
Yeah, I think they're dead. Yep.
Oh,
they're very
listen. It was a fine roll, though.
dead. If they were all 1 damage,
Yeah.
I would still be dead.
So, and I'll just take my 3 inches backwards. If you want to do that while you're walking away, 3 inches back towards your line.
Yep.
Thank you. No point in you interrupting, I imagine.
Oh no.
Good sir.
Nope.
All right. Well, then we will go with that Rampager over there. He's the only one with no special abilities. You feel so sad.
So vanilla.
So vanilla. Maybe I should use the Reaper Chainsword this time.
Sure.
When do you ever get to use the Reaper Chainsword?
He does
So-
get exploding 6s.
Exactly. So 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. The Reaper Chainsword's not -1 to hit. Only the fist is, right?
Yeah.
So hitting on 2s.
Yep. Okay.
1 6. I don't know if you roll for it or if it just goes off. Can
Of
we
course.
double check? Because I
Yeah.
failed.
Oof.
Flood up for you.
I think you won't need it. Is the
2s.
reality. Yep. And
So
4 ups.
4 ups, and then each one is a dead dude.
3
That's
die.
the squad.
All 3 of them.
Oh, gosh.
But you should look it up for
I'll
future,
keep looking.
future reference.
And then you want to keep going into my.
I'll take my full 3 inches. Yeah. That worked out well. Let's go with the attacks here. So I just have 5 attacks, so 15, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Hitting on 3s, because this is one of the shooting knights.
That was quite bad.
It wasn't great. And then wounding on 3s again.
Mhm.
Okay.
Keith.
And this is your 4-up saves.
Yup. Wait, this is stomps?
Yeah. -3.
Right.
It wouldn't even have mattered.
Excellent.
So
right.
that's the squad dead.
Yep, even if they're all
Even
1
doesn't
damage.
matter what the. So I will not pile in because I wanted to keep the 3 inches to this boy. I don't know if I'm on the point. I didn't think I was.
Wait, that is not 3 inches.
No, not to. Am I 3 inches to him?
No.
Then I'll just come forward.
As well. Yeah, so the Rampager is an auto additional hit on 6s. Of course, it does not work for stomps.
Yeah, I use the chainsword.
Yeah, but just for future reference.
Okay, doke.
Well, Ow.
I think I'm done.
that was an ow.
It hurt.
I think that could be described as a big oof.
It hurt.
Yeah.
You're gonna need to hit me back real hard.
Yep. So Custodes turn 2.
Turn 2.
So let's see. End of Brian's turn.
Yeah.
You did not interrogate. Are you dominating?
I am dominating, and I am holding the center.
Sounds saucy. And so, Bridger, you're going to be up to 7 CP. Do you hold a point?
I hold 1 point. Yeah.
1 point.
point.
Oh,
All right.
so 5. Yep. I'm running
Let's
away
do
with
it.
running away with it.
Yeah, that 30 mortal wounds that killed all my characters was big. Let's say it was big.
It was big.
Custodes turn 2.
That's always a thing to be terrified of. I cannot tell you the number of games I've lost to an exploding knight. It's been a lot, especially because I play a lot of MSU, and it's a scary thing to deal with.
Yeah, it really is. So let's go ahead and take some more chats.
Let's do it.
So thank you, Martin Champion. I don't know which Martin that is.
That's Custodes, Martin.
Custodes. Oh yeah, this is a Custodes question. What up, Custodes Martin? Evening Titans. 1 CP for Bridger. From your fellow Shield Captain. Hobby question. How do you guys make your Shield Captains stand out?
Bike captains. I do skinheads, and I put their spear up usually because I have magnetized arms.
Yeah.
So I'll put their spear up, so you know it's them.
Oh, that's cool.
Like foot shield captains, it's really tough because
you could put the capes on them.
Capes are good.
for the normal foot guy, yes. For the Terminator, they all have capes. They just have like a slightly more ornate cape.
With the Terminator, you could just use the head. Is a good example.
You could also do like different paint if you wanted to.
On the bikes, it's easy though. I usually paint the top of the bike differently.
I'm so glad you did that.
Yeah, I didn't used to do it, and then I finally got around to it.
Thank you, Martin. Again, AOS question. Are any of you guys planning to add Sigvald and friends to Slaaneshi Demons?
Yes.
Yeah, would love to see a
We were talking about that this morning, right?
Yeah. Between them and Lumineth or Stormcast. I will 100% be getting them. I do have a Slaaneshi Sigmar list. This is the Heathen Knights of Slaanesh. And yeah, it is... I have like 1 or 2 mortals. It's mostly demons, but that's the awesome thing about that book is they're all combined. So I'm definitely going to be getting Sigvald the Magnificent, who is an amazing model they just previewed today.
He's pretty rad.
So cool. I'm really stoked about the new additions to that army. So 100%, and we'll be posting that up as that happens. These close-ups. I'm going to take another one. Again, try to catch up. Thank you, Jacob. Greetings from Czech Republic. I'm very new to Warhammer and have started with Thousand Suns. Could you break down why are we considered out of meta, and what would have to change to improve our situation? Keep up the great work.
The real reason here is that Thousand Suns are really expensive, and they're not at all durable enough or killy enough for their points. So you don't really cover the board enough to play the mission, and you're not really durable or lethal enough to out-elite the current elites in the game. And that's what makes it tough. Like, hey, sure, you're pretty tough, but a Space Marine Terminator for less points just ultimately will out-efficient you. And the Psychic is good, but you can no longer smite spam, and they haven't adjusted the way the Psychic is supposed to work yet. So I'd say there's just things missing. I think even just getting the extra wound, because as we've seen, most of the units have got the extra wound without much of a points hike.
Right.
And when you take a unit like a Scarab, a Cult Terminator, or a Rubric Marine, who are already very tanky, that extra wound is very transformative on them. And especially if the points don't go up meaningfully, it'll be a huge difference.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
All right. I deep struck a lot of stuff.
So you use the banner, the deep strike here.
So I spent 3 Adrian. I'm down to 4 CP.
Sounds good.
And I also deep struck in my backfield because I cannot let you take my back objective.
I understand.
But this turn, I should be able to kill, ideally, 2 knights and this thing.
I think you'll kill him. So I had a choice to completely protect him, and I just didn't do it because it was more fun.
You wanted to kill my captain.
Because it was more fun to live dangerously. No, I could have killed the captain and still protected him, but this was more fun. And it was not by any like I knew when I was doing it that it was like giving up a bunch of points, but I didn't care.
I mean, killing the captain is not nothing.
I could have still killed the captain.
It did demoralize me.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But Bridger has a chance to do a very not Bridger play and just take out like killing that character. You're done.
He's hoping to do both.
May I remind you, Adrian? I'm charging with my whole army this turn.
You're hoping to flame. You're hoping to kill him with flamers.
Yeah.
And then charge in.
That's great.
Yep. Right. So he is still betting that everything goes to plan.
And then your mental interrogation is out.
That would be big.
Which means you would have 0 points on it.
0.
Yeah.
So it's big.
I would just need to pick one of the secondaries and give you 0 points, and we would even out.
Well, it's not Titan Hunter. It's too late on that one.
It's too late on that one. You're right. All right. Cool what do you got for me?
Cool. Let's do shooting. This guy has a little baby pistol-y gun thing.
Yeah.
And it's flat 2 damage, so that's cool.
Ooh.
This is the buckler dudes.
So let's see that pistol.
We'll shoot the buckler guy. 2 hits. What's your toughness?
2.
Excellent. Wins on 2s. And these are AP. It doesn't matter.
5 ups.
You lose a base.
I lose 1 base. Not the base on the point, though.
Oh, I thought I got you there. Thought I'd tricked you. All right, I'll shoot my Stormular Bolters, my fancy Lastrum Storm Bolters.
Yeah.
So I need 12 dice.
Okay. So 4, 8, and 12. And are these are what? +1 strength?
Strength 5
and
AP
1 AP?
1, yeah.
Yeah.
So Lastrum is like +1 strength, +1 AP, unless it's a heavy bolter.
Right.
Because then it
plus
doesn't have 2
strength.
damage.
Yeah, great. That's it.
Well, no, it's still the Lastrum heavy bolters are strength 6. So it's still +1
Yeah.
strength, +1 AP. It's just not
All right.
2 damage anymore.
So get those 5s to win.
Ugh.
Chip damage does matter,
1.
but not there. So I've got a mighty 4-up save. There it is.
Pretty good.
It's a big
All right.
nothing. I thought they were Adriatic Destructors when you were about to play them,
Nah.
and that would have been really scary.
Those would have been good, but they're expensive.
They're super
and
pricey.
These are modeled with the Storm Bolters.
Oh, okay.
Let's go to the Fire Pikes.
Yeah.
Because I want this thing dead.
My
Okay.
Herald is 4 wounds or 5 wounds?
4 wins.
4
Yeah,
wins.
and your pistols explode on 6s, I guess.
Oh, they do. Did I roll 6?
People are saying that. They're just saying the rule. I don't know what you rolled.
I don't think I rolled a 6.
Okay.
I have no.
Let us know.
No
if you
recollection.
let us know if you guys can. We're gonna keep going.
So this is the number of shots from the Flamers. Are you going to reroll one of them?
Yeah, here's how many wins? 4?
4.
Yeah, I'll go down to 3 CP.
Ah, he's
This is
rerolling
my
the,
turn. This
Rerolling the
is-
1.
This is my turn.
Yeah.
I need this turn to go
Yeah, you doubled it.
well.
Good for you. So 8 Flamers. They are strength 6.
Yes.
So,
And your T3.
Yep.
Is he T3?
Oh no.
No, he's T4.
TC4?
He's T5.
5.
5?
Yeah, he's T5 because he's
What?
Nurgle. He's Nurgle.
Yeah.
He's just some...
He's really.
He's a
tanky.
custody. All right, so you have to fail all these?
And then fail the feeling pains.
No problem.
Oh, Ryan.
6s in chat. Give me them 6s.
Ah!
Go ahead.
This is
and
my house.
Take 1 6. 1 extra.
I had a 6 on the buckler. Or on the pistol, guys.
Huh?
Another win.
5 up. Can't change the past.
No.
We all knew it. You can't change the
Oh,
past.
Man. Well, thanks, guys. Though we appreciate.
Thanks for trying to change the past,
Yeah.
but
All right, well now I have to shoot everything the Sagittarum have into this guy
The 6s are coming
in the hopes of killing him.
I love it.
So here's the heavy bolters.
Okay, so Sagittarum putting everything in. Oh, and is there
Why?
even a captain there?
No.
No.
He's over the wall. I don't. There's 2 1s and 2 2s.
Measure the 6.
No.
Yeah.
Far.
Oh,
So 2
boy.
hits.
It's okay. You got good
4s to
damage.
win. 2 wins.
5 ups. All right.
2 damage.
2 damage. 5 ups. Money
What?
Stop it.
for the Chaos Gods.
This is evil.
He's an animal. Okay,
Alright,
you got 3 shots.
So I need 2 of these to go through. All right.
So
they
far,
all
so
hit.
good.
They all hit.
4s to wound. No.
Only 1 wound. So you live unless I charge you.
And 3 damage.
How are you doing this?
What is happening? Welcome to my life.
What is what?
Welcome to my life.
What is this sorcery?
That's exactly what it is.
Ah,
When I play Chaos, I pledge myself.
Wow.
I'm at a loss. I don't even know.
He's still got a Cladius that I can make saves on.
Yeah, I mean the Cladius is going to shoot this
The knife right in its face.
this night.
Yeah.
So here's the 2 big shots. Do you want to rotate?
How many CP did you say I have?
2.
Let's take a look.
But 2's the amount I need to explode.
Yeah.
Adrian, you want to turn the overlay back on? The
Oh, I just turned it off
scoreboard.
because you were doing funny faces. So
Um,
I wanted to.
So 2
I'm just gonna hide,
CP.
right?
Yeah.
Listen, this is only 2 shots, so I'll
Yes.
I'll wear it.
All right, wear it, Brian. 2 hits, 3s re-rolling, 2 wounds, AP 4.
5 ups.
Whoa, you are an evil man.
So it wouldn't have mattered.
You are evil.
T3 plus 3.
He always does this with his Chaos Knights.
5 damage.
5. That's what you did last time. Down to 13 on this night.
How does he chat? Somebody hire like a private investigator. Is there like a
What are you shooting at me now? Last round bolters?
the underslung?
Last round heavies. All right.
Is there like an occult investigator out there? Do we get? I would like to hire.
Hire Constantine.
Yeah.
I would like to hire an investigator.
All
So
right.
this-
These are -1 or -2?
-2.
All right. So it took another one down to 14.
Another damage.
Yes, we will be doing a video on how to roll
Or 12.
6s.
Down to 12. We've already done them. You just got to subscribe
Yeah, I was
to
gonna
the
say,
channel. Come watch every week. See the wrist action.
it will definitely be a members only video.
I have
for
not
sure.
developed the technique. I need to work on it.
time for charges.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna spend another CP, Adrian,
Oh.
Yeah.
for Dreadhost charge.
Yeah, it's a good one.
So I can 3d6 the Terminator's in the back.
So this is 3d6, take the highest. He does want to get 9 because you put yourself 9 away.
Yep.
I don't have any Tanglefoot or anything, so.
Good. If you did, I'd be worried.
He got the 10.
Looks good.
Nice. Excellent.
Now, Bridger, did you do Orc armor earlier and I missed it with the Terminator?
Did I do what?
He did that in his when I shot against
Yeah.
So
him.
that was 2 more.
Oh, that was 2 CP?
Or no, 1. Sorry.
It's 1.
Whatever
Yeah.
it is.
I should. Am I at 2? I'm at 2, right?
You will be at 2 now.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Just making sure.
That's what I have.
Looks
and then I
good.
have some very short charges. I'm going to take my 3-inch here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Excellent.
Oh, nice.
Oh, jeez.
See?
Just what I needed, right?
Now, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to give up the objective?
Yeah.
You're on the objective. It's worth a bunch of points for
I mean,
you.
I could like string out.
That's what I'm trying to ask you.
Yeah.
Now, will you have to give up any attacks to do that?
Looks like no.
Then definitely do that.
Yeah, definitely do that.
Totally.
All right.
Excellent. Do I need a backup here? This knight's just going to explode and make me sad.
I would love nothing less.
So they're both hitting on 3s because he's bracketed now. He's a 12.
Sure. How many is this guy at?
But he's full.
He's
but this
full.
guy's not a.
So when you say they're both, just the one's bracketed.
He's bracketed, but
Yeah.
they're both hitting on 3s because he's not a fighting knight.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Correct.
Well,
You're worrying about where to activate first.
Yeah. Well, here I have to get through 24 wounds, so I know I'm activating here first. But I can do
Understood.
it. I can get through 24.
And this is, this is night
4.
well, it's night 1. I don't know what happened there. So yeah, cool.
He doesn't have an involved in combat, does he?
No.
I should hope not.
That one's dead.
You can only ever get 1.
You killed that
Scaring
one.
me there. I would charge him in, but I know I'm fighting here first, and you could just one-shot my other shield captain to make me more sad.
Yeah.
Increase the sadness factor.
What else you got for me?
Because you could incidentally kill him with one chainsword. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a big
I'll charge
combat,
the
guys.
Sagittarum for distance to get them somewhere else on the board.
If
Okay.
this combat goes well, this could bring Bridger back in.
We'll see. Yeah. We'll
So
see.
just,
If the combat goes well. Listen, if he
Charge your little baby nerd.
Oh yeah.
because 3 of
Get him
these
outta here.
Terminators can absolutely kill these knights.
Oh, one shots. Yeah.
Yeah. No, totally. I just want to
Um,
kind of explain because on the board, it looks really
3
scary.
of them can't.
Yes, they can.
Can't an unwounded knight?
Yes.
Yeah, they do about 26 wounds.
It's AP4.
Oh, is it?
It's,
Oh.
I have 15 attacks. It's AP4.
Oh, 15 attacks. Okay.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I have
So-
only 12 over there, but I have 15 here.
Oh, okay.
I have a captain over there, which kind of
You might even
evens it out.
I understand.
And it's AP4, so you don't get saved.
Listen, if you get them both, I'm
Flat
in
two.
huge trouble.
Yeah, that's all my charges.
Okay.
So I will activate here first.
Nothing I can do about that.
I need 10 more dice.
10 more. 2, 4,
You got this.
6,
Adrian, are you scared as I am?
8,
Yeah,
10.
I'm really nervous. I'm not nervous. I believe in you.
I'm
All
a
right.
little, I'm a little worried. All right, so I'm going to spend 1 CP. You have more toughness than me, so I have +1 wound.
So he's wounding me on 2s.
Hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s.
I think
Cut
I'm
him
in trouble.
down.
Woof. I like it.
All right.
No rerolls to hit though, and you've dropped a dice already.
Good start. No ones. 2 ones.
So 2 ones and a cocked could turn into a 1.
It wouldn't ever.
No! Sorry.
Literally
So upset.
So now all these have to wound.
all?
Yeah, because I have 12
I'm
left.
not doing
2
that.
damage.
So if you get a single 1, I
So
live.
you live. But you'll be limping.
I love this.
And I might CP it.
Oh, you have 1 CP.
I do.
All right, but when you get 3 1s, it's not gonna matter.
Not a single one.
Whoa!
Your knight is dead, Brian.
Yes!
Remove the model.
Well, I might remove him, or I might spend my last 2 CP
To explode?
on spiteful demise.
No.
Uh,
I care less about this explosion than the last time, but I still get it.
Wait,
Ah.
4-inch range,
It
and
hits
it hits all your stuffs here.
He explodes on a 4 as well?
I
For
spent
2
the
CP.
CP.
He's
yeah.
out
Oh,
of
you
CP.
did do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I read that completely opposite.
And okay, so your banner has 2 wounds left.
1.
1.
No,
okay.
no, 2. 2.
There's 2.
Thought he had 1. Because all the other characters had 1 from the first time you exploded.
Ryan, hold on.
He's dead.
He's dead. The Sagittarum, there was what, 1 wounded and
Nope,
1.
they're both. Oh,
Yeah, one
one
unit took 5 and the other one
should
took
be
4.
wounded. Yeah.
Okay. This unit takes 6. They're both dead.
They're dead. Yep.
Jeez.
Excellent.
The
Didn't need to worry.
Terminators take 6.
All right. I'll pull this guy. He's on 2. And your knight is dead, Brian.
That's right. That is 2 Titans Hunters.
Give me 2 more points, Adrian.
Apparently.
I earned him.
You did. I'm proud of you.
He's
man.
on 1 wound left. The Terminator.
2.
They're
They're 4 wounds. And you dealt
they're
6.
4 wounds each. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, all Terminators are 4.
No, you're
in
right.
every codex. All right, so you can't interrupt anymore because you spent those command
I
points.
can't interrupt. I think it
So-
was well spent.
It was.
I will fight with the other unit then.
Yeah,
Now this one
just less attacks.
needs minimal
and-
efficiency to kill you.
Yeah,
Because you only have 12 wounds.
yeah.
And I reroll 1s for the captain.
The real ones is big.
Does
Every one matters. So
Come in.
3s. This is where
this is 3s, yeah.
this is where you need to fail a bunch.
No, this is where I need to make them all. You're dead.
I'm dead.
Wow.
And do I explode on a 6?
Please no. Please make it stop.
Yeah. No.
All right.
Suspense on that dice.
I know. The way it was spinning. Jeez.
Okay. All right. We're back in it. See,
You-
chat. We're back in it.
You are actually, and that's what I wanted to reiterate because it looked really grim.
When you say back in it, like I've definitely lost.
Have you?
I have 1 night left.
I mean, yeah, this is only turn 2.
Turn
so
2.
Bridget
Oh
has-
right. I can just sit on every objective.
You
I've
have plenty of
100%
time.
lost. And this is what we knew would happen. There's like it goes hot. It doesn't actually matter.
You scared me though, Brian. I was frightened.
So, but I'm gonna take a pound of flesh. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We ready to fight me over here?
Last fight here. 3 attacks.
Good
'cause
luck.
Buckler is no bonus attack,
Oh.
and all miss. Well then,
So I have 4 attacks per base or 3?
4.
Yeah, I do.
Nurgle at me,
And they hit on 4s, right?
Correct.
and the 6 is auto wound or something, right?
No.
These are not
No?
scares.
Yeah?
Shoot. Just pull this aside.
There's 4 6s. What are we? Why are we? They don't.
No, they don't. No.
They don't
No?
have anything like that.
No, but you do reroll 1s to wound.
Yeah, they're poison
all it
or
is.
whatever.
A lot of ones.
Wow. Come on.
You do need 6s to win me, and then I get 2 ups.
Why?
Why?
You kind of deserve that one. but-
Why?
You did deserve it.
Why me?
All right,
But why?
That's everything. That's my turn.
that's
Wow.
the turn.
Okay, so no leadership on anything.
No leadership.
So we gave 2 points for Titan Hunter. You have domination.
I'm up to 15 Titan Hunter. I killed 3 knights.
He does not have domination.
Oh, you're right. You don't have domination,
I
but you have
don't.
direct assault.
He does
Yes.
have direct assault.
I'm
Yeah.
directly salty.
Okay, I get 15 primary again.
15 primary. You did not interrogate.
You do get 15 primary. yeah.
And
The primary is going to be an issue, Brian.
I hope so.
All right,
okay.
let's do this. This is going
it away.
to Brian.
I will take it away.
Chaos Knight's turn 2. I thought I had messed up the score.
No,
for a
this
second.
is his turn 3.
It is turn 3.
He
Oh,
was
yeah.
top of turn.
You made him go first. All right, cool. So it is turn 3.
No, he chose to go first. Like,
I chose to go first, and it has served me very well.
Brian, turn 3. There we go. All right.
Look at these beautiful Terminators and
So-
how they one-shot a knight every turn.
Oh,
And then look, there's 2 more beautiful Terminators that also one-shot a knight every turn. Excellent. And then a wide open expanse of empty board where there are no models
I know.
on turn 3.
Totally wild.
Crazy. And then the hero Sagittarum is going to hold this objective.
Yes.
Well, he's literally never held it ever.
He will. Because he's going to shoot you with his pistol in combat, Brian. His 2 damage pistol,
I fell back. I'm not in combat.
which you cannot resist.
That's right.
So I moved.
Cool. We're gonna take some questions.
Yeah. We'll do a question and then we'll
'Cause the rest of this
go
game
into
is
my
gonna go real quick.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of a sledding trip.
I have a plan. I still have a plan.
Oh, okay. All right.
My plan is to super smite you here,
I would not like that.
Yep.
Um,
Definitely gonna happen.
kill this squad, because I only need to roll a 6 to kill the squad.
That's true.
So I need
you
to roll
only
super
need
smite
to get super
and then
smite
a
and then a
6.
6. Yeah.
That's, for me, that's like 50-50. And then over there, I have my core knight target to turn off your invulns.
Okay.
And I'm going to kill all the Terminators, touch the tank, and...
Tank shoots in combat now.
Yeah, but at -1. So I'll take it.
It'll shoot like a space marine.
I like it.
Well, how about that? I'll touch the tank and chop it in half also. Can I touch it? Is that possible?
You will not fit as of right now.
Fine. Okay, question?
Thank you, Curtis Jazowski. I have about 1,100 points in Mordian infantry / chimeras. What would you recommend thematically and competitively to round out a 2,000 point force?
The Mordian infantry are cool base, and with move and things like that, they're good at holding.
Yeah.
You need something with a bit of scary combat punch and something with some shooting punch. So The tank commanders are the best shooting backbone you have. The Manticore with the full payload is really strong.
Yeah.
Even a single Wyvern can work well sometimes for chipping damage as far as your shooting backbone. And then, yeah, you said Bulgarin. That's a great combat unit. You could splash in something from another faction if you wanted for combat. I've been also really liking the Krieg Horsemen for combat. They're pretty interesting too.
They're statted improperly, I would say.
Yeah, they're actually really strong, but they don't have the defense of the Bulgarin. They just have the offense, and they also have some speed.
They're dirt cheap.
They're dirt cheap, yeah.
It's not like you can just splash them into any army, right? Can you just put Krieg in another?
You would break your detachment.
Right.
So you, but
because they're specifically a Krieger unit.
Right.
Interesting.
They're a Krieger unit, yeah.
You could take another
but it's still
detachment.
a Guardsman unit, is what I'm saying.
Oh, totally.
It's like if you didn't want to splash in like Custodes for combat or something, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, and this all kind of works well with the second message. Basically, just clarifies the above army has 4 infantry squads, veteran squad, all in chimeras, company commander with squad, and 3 heavy weapons teams, 1 las, 2 mortar. So yeah, that's the great basis, and all the things that they just mentioned will complement that very nicely.
Am I the only person who misses mortars?
I used to find them very infuriating.
We're very infuriating.
Because people would take like the Elysian mortars too, and so they would have like 18 mortars.
That was dumb.
That
was dumb.
I didn't.
But
I didn't
9 was fun. It was like a break in the game. Like every shoot phase from the guard, you just got to like screw around and talk because they did nothing.
That's right.
But they were in every list.
Yeah, there was a time, especially at the start of 8th, where they were everywhere. Let's take another one before.
You're gonna do another one?
Yeah,
I'm ready for the super spine. I'm charging it up. The longer you wait, the higher my dice roll.
You're literally gonna roll a 13 on this now. So thank you, Code of Zero. Thought on Sigval and the new Slanesh unit for the live stream today. I love Sig and the sword and the shield, but not a fan on the look of the other unit. Yep.
The other one was what, like a Fark or a Warcry unit?
So no, they actually showed there's a whole line of mortals coming out with it. They showed basically some like armored knights with like shield, so sick. And then
they have like wacky faces.
Well, so there's an armored one, then there's one with the wacky faces.
Okay.
They're these twin souls that they actually combine their soul with a demon, so they're like half mortal, half demonette looking thing.
Okay.
Those ones are a little less cool to me.
Sure.
But the knights were like, oh.
You can still convert the heads if you didn't like it.
Yeah, totally.
I'm into it all. It's all great.
We will definitely be getting those on the channel, 100%.
Yeah. All right. Super smite. So we've got a smite. As long as they kill one Terminator, we're good. But the super smite's where it's really at.
Oh, it's not a super smite.
Close.
It was close. So I just need to do 2 mortals.
I mean, I have nothing else to spend the CP on, so I'm just going to deny it on a 4-up.
Oh, I'd love to see it.
Because losing a single Terminator here, it just hurts me.
It matters.
Nope.
So 3 mortal wins.
No!
Here's your dice. He does need to make 2 6s to keep a dude alive.
Yeah.
Not with that energy or not.
No.
So 1 Terminator's down. 1 is indeed wounded. I have enough stubber shots if he fails all for 1s to kill him. So stubber's from the other one. So
Nope.
1 hit. No.
Nope.
Okay. It was worth a go. And let's charge.
Go for it.
Judges.
You made it.
Succeed into your Terminators. And unfortunately, with the terrain, my base just isn't big enough to get to the boys there. Can you give me a measuring tape? I'm just going to take my 1-inch, so I'm just outside of 3.
Are you going to get intervened on?
I don't want it. Yeah, so
I would totally intervene upon you.
Yeah, I know you would.
Oh, you're no fun anymore.
All right. I'm going to expend my Cornate target.
To ignore my invuln?
Turns off your invuln.
It's quite rude. Quite rude, Brian.
I'd say it's
paid a lot of points for those invulns.
And he has eager for the kill, so he actually gets an additional attack now that I'm in your warlord or your deployment zone. And so I'm gonna go with the Reaper Chainsword.
Okay. Yeah.
So normally it's 4 attacks.
Yep.
+1 for Ravager, +1 for charging, +1 for eager for the kill.
Yep.
Rampager. Yeah.
So I got.
What have I been saying?
You've been saying Ravager.
Ravager.
Even from the army description, you're like, I got Ravagers. And I was like,
I feel like they could be called Ravagers.
We have Drukhari on our minds today.
And what's the AP? Is this AP 5?
Yeah.
5?
Because it's 4 +1 for his.
Yeah. Why not?
Custodes don't get AP 5.
He's charging those dice.
I hit on 2s.
6s explode.
So
That's.
I missed 1, got
There's
1
another
back.
1 right there. Oh, you got it back. I see.
I see. So now I wound on 2s, and I reroll 1s. That's a squad dead.
They're dead. Yep, they're real dead. Yep.
Holy.
Because AP 5.
It was quite good.
With no invul.
Wow.
Yeah. Fancy that.
Yeah, fancy that. So cool. I'm gonna pile in, not touch his captain, and we've still got a knight left, and he doesn't have a whole lot left to kill it. So we're gonna see if that guy can take the board. That is my turn.
Okay, so you.
You want to fight me back with your tank? Three
Sure.
attacks?
3 attacks, yeah. 6s.
No.
Rolling 1s.
Oh,
Oh, I'm gonna get you here. 5. No AP.
Come on.
You did
it!
Down to 17.
17, huh? Okay. So let's see. So there was no secondaries for you that turn, Brian.
He does dominate.
I still dominate.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did dominate.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. What's in the... Oh, okay, cool.
Because he has this corner.
That
He has
one.
the 3 corners.
The 3 corners, yeah.
Sounds good. So I have you down for 9.
And if I end up taking his backfield, that'll be worth something too. It's worth the direct
It's a
assault.
gift, Brian.
I don't think so.
So at the start of my turn, I hold 2 for 10 pointerinos.
It's your first time getting over
Oh, damn.
5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
See?
We're gonna ramp up. We're building up from here.
I needed that super smite.
It's only up from here.
And I rolled the 6 on the damage of the smite, if you remember.
Yeah.
You did?
So, and I was
So
only
dumb.
off the super smite by literally 1 pip.
And I failed my 4 up
I rolled
again.
a 10. So you see how close I actually got to Candyland there.
We should have answered more questions because you were almost there.
I was 1 pip away.
Candyland.
All right.
this
My turn's
is-
pretty.
And I still have a CP now, right?
pretty short.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have a CP now.
Or no, you rerolled, didn't you?
Rerolled what?
No, he didn't. He
Okay.
rerolls wounds
I reroll wounds natively.
because he's fancy.
Yes, I have you as 1 CP. You're correct.
Hooray!
You are correct, Mundo.
That's enough for
Okay.
my rotate.
Bridger's gonna do a real quick move, but we're still gonna take a question.
Yeah, take a question. I'm done moving, but you take a question.
Most excellent. Thank you. XP is overrated. Do you think a themed Ultramarines in this case, Primaris army using orc models, e.g. orcs on SM bikers would work for friendly games, orc models, blue armor, bits of Space Marine armor?
Yeah.
100%. I
Of
think it's really
course.
cool.
That's
All that
great.
stuff is great, man. Especially if it's not confusing. Just looks
Totally.
really cool.
I love it.
Yeah.
You ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
You got.
Are you ready, Adrian?
I'm ready.
He's gonna flame me first.
I'm gonna flame you
Flamio.
first.
Okay.
Get flamed. 3.
Okay.
Three.
Winning on 3s.
1 or 2 wounds. Yep.
And here we are.
5s and 5s.
5s
Yeah.
and 5. So it's
So
taking
down
another
to 2.
Down to 2.
This is flaming the.
So he only
Osprey.
needs 1 fist through to kill me. Well, feel no pains, but yeah.
Shoot you with my little
2 pistols.
pistole.
Remember exploding 6s this time.
All
right,
right.
one hit. No
win. Should've
wound.
rerolled the
This
one
guy
die.
is sucking.
Put those dice aside.
Remember he rolled trip 1s to hit me last
That's
turn?
right.
That guy sucks.
He's shook, man.
All right. What do you got back over here?
I'm gonna shoot my tank at you.
Okay. So
This
hitting
is
on 3s.
3s.
You're going to roll a 2 in here. I
And I'm
know.
gonna reroll the 1.
Into it too.
Nope.
Okay.
And 3's rerolling.
I did, by the way, I did rotate as I said.
Yep.
Yeah.
3's rerolling.
Okay.
Wounds.
4 ups. Money.
Make it stop. Make it stop.
You're going to charge me.
Yeah,
You
it's
got
on
3
my shooting.
charges. So they're all automatic.
Yep.
So he charges me here, charges me with that guy, and then he charges me with his captain back there.
Cool.
And I'm so excited to see it.
Actually, charging with the captain
It just gives me the captain.
just gives you the captain. Why would I do that?
Well, yes, I
Why
I
would
can
I do that?
understand your decision.
I think I can just give up on this knight forever.
Maybe.
But I have to win every other battle. No, I'll hold 2, you hold 2, I lose. So I
Yeah.
have to do this to not lose,
Yeah, that's true.
which means I've lost.
Yeah, because you didn't kill this knight, because this knight actually ended up doing the business.
That sucks.
Let's. You haven't lost yet.
Well,
There's you got a shield captain. There's no, you got no faith when you got the Emperor's Finest on the table.
I cannot possibly kill you. I don't have enough
Not in
damage.
one go.
All right, he's going to get squished. I'll spend the 1 CP for +1 wound. So I'm winning on 4
Which is
now.
fantastic.
So good.
And 5 attacks.
Now, are you doing that with the Castellan strike, or are you doing that?
go
Or
with
not
the-
Castellan
the
strike.
spear,
You're
the spear strat.
You're doing the spear strat,
Yeah.
which rarely gets used.
Yeah, I did.
He's
Good
not
one.
doing because he has 2 strats to do this. By the way.
Right.
If I had 2 CP, would have spent them both.
Although
To
it's
do
illegal.
nothing.
Yeah.
But
All
I would
right.
have done it.
Hit me on 2, son.
Oh,
Oh,
in the box.
can you roll a
And
1 into a
reroll
1?
ones.
Oh, you almost
I
did.
saw it.
He almost did.
Close. And then
So
4s.
4s to him.
You got this. Nice.
Listen,
3
that was
wins.
great. And I got what, 6s now?
Yes.
Okay.
You are an evil man.
I got 6. You said 6s.
All right, 3 damage.
3 damage. All right, down to 14.
Not even bracket.
Oh, no.
You can't interrupt, so I will attack 4 times on your Thing Man.
Yeah, so he's attacking my Nurgle Herald. Let's see it.
Right?
Now you're Thing Man.
Okay, thing man.
Doesn't deserve a name, bro. I'll hit.
I'll hit because this gauntlet doesn't have a minus to hit.
Doesn't.
So 2's to wound because strength 10.
2's to win, yeah.
Okay, still
Roll
failed
one.
1. So listen, I only need to fail 1 of these. So 2 go through.
4 damage.
So it's 4 damage, and I only have 2 left. So 5s. It was a valiant effort.
He tried.
Wow.
He does go down though.
He's dead. So there's no more mental interrogation for.
There was
Brian.
no ever mental interrogation.
yeah. That's it.
I'll
And
fight
can you
here.
get trip 1s again?
I hope not. I can't kill
Listen,
model.
he's still got L1, which is too many.
So you still hold this no matter what.
Oh my god.
What's wrong
Why
with
is
this
this
Five
guy
ups.
the worst? Oh my
The
god.
Why?
nerdlings,
This
the
is my
nerdlings are just
nerdlings.
gonna disrespect you so badly because you only have 2 wounds left, right? They wounded you last time?
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay. It's time for the knight.
My tank.
Oh, you got no. I activate before you tank.
You did. You just did.
Oh, I see. I see. I see.
Did not.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, he got you there.
I'll
got
do
me
my
there.
do nothing activation after your
Yeah.
do nothing activation.
Well, last time my do nothing activation did actually wound you.
It shouldn't have though.
It should not have. So the question is, what do we chop in half? I have no CP, right?
Correct.
This
You're
would have
both
been
at
a
0.
good time to use the gauntlet.
Mhm.
But no CP. You don't have a storm shield.
That's correct.
What I will, can you check? Do
Sure.
I get my +1 attack if I'm charged?
Right. Let's see.
It'll matter how many attacks I have. So I have 4 base, 5 for being a rampager,
Yep.
6 for my warlord trait. We're gonna see if I have the 7th. And
Yeah, it's like Space Marine charge. It's angry
I
charge.
think
So I
you
get
can
it.
pretty easily kill both of them.
I think I could
Pretty comfortably.
potentially kill both of them. So the chainsword is strength +6, right? So I'm at 14 strength, so I'm going to be
Mhm.
winning on 2s
Yeah.
on the vehicle.
In both cases. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to put, and the tank is how many wounds?
9 left.
1, 2,
The 5 up involved.
with a 5 up involved, yeah.
And the captain has a 4 up involved.
Yeah. So I'm going to put 4 into the tank, 3 into the captain.
Cool deal.
Okay? So 4 into the tank, hitting here on 3s, or 2s, sorry.
2s, yeah.
Good. So
All right.
there's still a chance. Winning on 2s, re-rolling.
Ooh.
Oh.
Good thing.
Only didn't reroll.
Again.
Oh, okay.
So you literally, if you fail 1, or if you pass 1, you live.
I just need 1 5 up.
You got this.
Nope.
Okay.
It's dead. Does it
And
explode?
does it explode?
That would be funny.
Make my life a little easier?
Nope.
Nope. So 3 onto the captain on 2s. All hit. On 2s. Rerolling the 1s. Thankfully, this is really panned out. I didn't check if I had any 6s in there, but next time we'll do that. So 3 wounds. If
don't
you
think so,
fail
you did.
any,
3 4 ups.
if you fail any, he dies.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Ugh.
The knight
Gosh.
does the business. Now, I will pile in to hold this point because this is, or I'm already holding more,
Yes.
so I actually don't need
But
it.
this
So
is your
I'll pile in
secondary.
this way because I'm going to go take the center.
Well, what's the closest model
But
to?
you
Yeah.
get-
It's this guy back
You
here.
get secondaries for this.
Not at the
Yes.
start of my turn, at the end
No.
of my turn.
Yes.
So I'll take this one at the end of my turn instead.
Oh, this is my turn.
Correct.
I now understand.
No, I did the same thing.
Yeah,
It felt a lot like your turn.
it
Yeah,
felt a
man.
lot like my turn. So that's the end of your turn. You want to score it
Yeah.
out?
Yep.
Well, let's take a
Hold
look.
the middle.
So,
You have 1 model, 2 models left.
I do. Yep.
There's a lot of
30 mortal wounds is like half
No,
my
I
army.
did more than that. 'Cause I
Well, but
exploded
in the
second
one,
time.
right? But the first time
it was
was half my
so
army.
many. That's
The
how you fight
second time I
Custodes.
did another 8.
Right, which is nothing compared to 30, bro.
Correct.
It's a meaningful number.
Did you direct assault?
Yes.
So
He did direct
3
assault
points
for
there.
3.
Did you dominate?
Nope.
All
Super
right.
no.
He only has 2 models left. So.
Megan no.
Brian, primaries.
I'm on 3, so big
15.
15.
All right, top of 4. Let's do this. What a back and forth game.
Yeah.
Which is like I've lost. It is though, because Brian was.
There was
Richard
a
in
chance I would
trouble.
lose if he got that knight, but actually he just had nothing.
There was nothing to do
He
it.
didn't have enough left to do it. So we're gonna fall back here again.
Yep.
And these guys are going to advance up to watch the show.
Wait, but now you don't hold the objective. Why would you do that?
Don't you hold it 5? You don't hold it
no
vertically.
vertical.
There's no vertical for objectives.
Fine.
Can't
They'll
style
watch
on me
the
like
show.
that.
Yeah.
These 2 will watch the show. That guy will come down. So here we are, 3 stubbers at you. 1 hit. No wound. And tell me what the charge is, my man.
I don't know. You got the tape measure.
It doesn't look amazing, to be honest.
It's kind of long.
Oh, get out of here. So it's is it at an 8 or past an 8? Can you help me?
It's definitely past an 8.
All right, then it's an 8-inch charge. Let's see it. There's the 9. Rawr.
Ah!
All right, now if I make every save here,
Mhm.
I could just kill you.
You could.
It wouldn't matter. I still can't win, but I would just kill you. And that would be cool.
You wouldn't.
You have
win.
enough attacks to kill me. You have 4 attacks, which could
4 attacks,
could do 8 damage, and I have 14.
and then on my turn.
Oh, now he's thinking.
Yeah, man.
That's 40 chests right there. Thinking in time.
So if I make every invuln, we're in it.
All right.
For sure.
So I'm just going to do the stomps. So I have the 6 attacks, not the 7, because I'm out of your deployment zone.
Right?
So 2, 4, 6,
Oh, you're doing stomps?
8. You want me to do?
That's so rude.
You
Just
want me to
kill
do
me, bro.
Chainsword?
Just kill me.
Fine, I'll do Chainsword to make you happy. 1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6?
5. No, hold on. I'm 5 base, yeah. 6 for charging, yeah. So hitting on 2s,
Okay.
and then the 6
Yep.
turns into
No, oh yeah, because you're not stomping.
wounding on
You're
2s.
Yep.
So if you fail 1, you die.
By the light of the Emperor.
Uh-huh.
Listen,
Whoa.
it was very close.
He's dead.
He's dead.
That's a good roll though.
And there's direct assault.
All right.
Direct
I
assault.
think we can call it there, Brian.
Yeah, because that guy's an embarrassment.
He's pretty bad.
He sucks. The other ones with the spears were dope.
Yeah.
But this guy,
Well,
I'm not saying that that this type of guy is bad. That
Right.
specific guy is bad.
I would say in general the bucklers are better.
He's actually like an Alpha Legion dude. He's not really a
He
custodian.
was here to watch. He infiltrated.
Yeah,
He watched his companions die, and it was like, yes,
yeah. He like
yes.
he did it to shave the mohawk. He wasn't really in it for the fighting.
He's like, oh, I missed again.
He's just chumming around with the nerds.
So what a lethal game!
Oh my gosh.
So many mortal wounds. No
Yes.
answer. Nothing I can do.
When your whole army is around one knight, that is
Yep.
it's danger. It's danger zone.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I mean, you rolled a 9-inch explosion.
well,
Which
that
actually
wasn't
got
the thing that got
into-
you. The thing that got you is I never rolled like under a 5 on my mortal wounds.
Yep, that also. Yeah.
All your
Or
rolling was
under
on
a
All
6
of
on
the
your
rolling
saves.
was the rolling.
All of your rolling was
the
gross.
rolling was dope. Honestly, great rolling.
Nuts.
When you bring the knights, that's all you ask for. You ask
I need
for-
somebody to go back through this video
Yeah.
and do the stats up. Like, tally all the dice for
Is
me.
Peter in chat?
Yeah.
Tell me if anybody's bored, has nothing to do this weekend. Let me know.
Yeah,
So I
especially
can
remember
cry.
even the saves on my Herald. He just
Everything.
saved everything.
What? Everything.
It was so good. Oh man, the knights got you. But listen, I'm down to 1 knight. So you were close to tipping it over.
Well, you can see like what the army does if it's alive.
If you
Yeah.
like if you had got that last night, or even if you had wounded it enough to slow it down and things like that, you could have eked out a win. It would have been tight on the back half because you were down on points.
Right.
But you could have eked out a win, and especially because your secondaries would have been higher than mine.
Yeah.
I think it was very much
I think
in your realm to do
Even
it.
just if this bike captain lived,
One more killing asset.
I would have won. the
You
game.
would have been
Yeah,
in a lot-
totally. And the Cornate target was huge. It was at the perfect spot at the perfect time.
But it was fine. Like, I know that just insta kills a unit. That's
Well,
fine.
Yeah.
But
It's less fine when I have 2 units left. But
Yeah.
like, in general, it's an MSU Custodes list. I'm fine
Yeah.
with losing a unit.
That's true.
It's built so that every individual piece does a thing, and it can do
Mhm.
it sort of independently.
Mhm.
But when all of the
That
characters die
explosion-
turn 2,
that
Yeah.
explosion left his army in chaos, right? Because
yeah, that was it right
everything was limping, and he was kind of scattered a little bit, and it was
Right.
the Chaos Knights just kind of ran in for the kill.
Yeah.
You know, they smelt blood on that one, and you still ended up with very few models. Like we saw, these Terminators are great,
they're amazing.
right? That Strength 10 is a huge deal, and the AP4
Yeah.
is a huge deal
I
because
would
the
argue-
axes are AP2.
Yeah, I would argue Alaris axes should go up to strength 10. It's fine. Like every faction has ×2. Why not Custodes?
Because they know ×2 with Custodes is something in particularly better. I would rather it have the AP3 than have the ×2 at this
No,
point.
I'm cool with it being AP2 and being
Okay.
strength 10.
Because you could already pay a CP to get the AP if you wanted to or something.
Right, you can bump it up to AP3 with a CP, which feels right.
Yeah.
And like when they're strength 8, they have a +3 axe. What else in the game has +3 strength?
Yeah.
What even is +3 strength?
Yeah.
What does that do for me?
It's
Like I could be
strange.
strength 6 with +1 to wound,
Yeah.
or I could be strength 8, AP2,
I know.
still D3 damage.
Yeah.
Like give it strength 10. Come on.
If they were strength 10, they would be such an auto-include unit, even more than they are now. And they're already the auto-include unit.
Yeah.
That's fine. I get it. Wow. Well, are you going to give me an MVP this game? I think I know what it is.
I mean, it has to be the Aquilons.
It's the Aquilons, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I want it to be the Terminator Captain.
I'll give you an example. Like, you had the wall of the Aquilons there.
Yeah.
If they were even, like, behind the captain or behind the tank, it could have been, they could have been there for the counterpunch. I would have lost both my models, right? There would have been nothing I could do. Actually, I would have had to run away from you. And so they just minced these knights.
Yeah, what they do.
And those are just 3-man squads.
They're very expensive, though.
Still, what are they? Are they like 90 points apiece?
I think so.
It's a lot, but they minced a knight, which is very impressive.
It's 90 points per Terminator?
I think it's like 75, and you pay 10 for the fire. I don't like fire pikes. I would never take fire pikes.
We just took them because that's what we had modeled.
Yeah. And that was a lot of the list, too. Like, there was a lot of
just stuff we
fun stuff to try out.
It was a sampler.
It was a sampler.
The sampler platter.
You took a bite out of everything in one turn.
I cookie monstered the platter. Well, listen, I brought the giant robots, and they did not disappoint.
No.
They killed, and even when they died, they killed.
Yep.
And what a
wild game.
What a wild game. I'm going to have to give the MVP to the first knight that died.
That guy.
Because that was ruthless.
Only in death does duty end.
That's right. It doesn't even end for these guys in death. They keep dutying all over your army. You want to take us through some Q&A?
Let's do it.
Let's
it's
do
Q&A
it.
time. So if you guys have any questions, let us know. We have time to chill and chat. We are not going to re-rack.
Is Chad asking for a re-rack?
Yeah, they're like, we have 2 hours left. Let's do it.
Wait, what time is it?
It was an hour. It was what?
That was almost 2 hours.
It was 110 minutes.
Fastest game ever?
So
maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
It was, but honestly, like.
But we played a full game.
It was a full game. It was a real game. It did go back and forth. I know because this is so extreme. It's 2 armies that really punch each other hard and have big swings.
Yeah.
It literally went from like, this person definitely lost to this person definitely lost back to the other person. So I think that's cool.
I only lost.
To keep in mind.
I only won because I got that last squad of Terminators.
No, that was it.
If you were able to keep that squad alive.
I was feeling good.
Yeah.
The reason I thought I had lost is because like, cool, he has that squad of Terminators. I can't answer them.
Yep.
But because they were actually out in front and I could get to them first, it was like, oh, wait, I can get to them first. I can kill them before they kill me.
Yep.
We only had 1 asset left. And if I had lost mine, it would have been a game for you.
Yep.
You lost yours, so it was a game for me.
Exactly.
So it was actually way closer than it might appear.
Very, very cool. Thank you, Nick. Happy to make it for a live game. I have 26 Firstborn for Space Wolves. How is 2x10 Blood Claws, 5 Wolfguard jump packs plus claws, intercessors to fill out troops?
That sounds like an army we've played like 4 times.
Yeah, we love it.
And it's great. The Blood Claws are amazing. I only rate the Blood Claws if you're putting them in transports. Razorbacks or Rhinos are both good. The Assault Intercessors do outperform them on just foot slogging.
Right.
But once you put them inside the tanks, they're better. The Sky Claws, I think, are totally excellent. But are they better than Vanguard Vets? Maybe.
Can Vanguard Vets take Wolf Claws?
No, these aren't Wolf Claws. You don't want the Wolf Claws.
You're
saying, can Sky Claws take Lightning Claws?
No. They definitely can, but they take
I think they can only take Chainswords, actually.
Space Wolf version of Lightning Claws. Frost Claws.
Which are not good.
No,
they're not
Did
good.
they change?
Yeah,
Are they still bad?
I thought they did change.
They were bad in Index, and I thought they might have gotten
better. They were too expensive.
They're too expensive.
Because they were flat out better. It was +1 strength and the reroll tune, which is great, but he paid so much for them. But no, I don't think you
just take them with Chainswords, and then they get a boatload of extra attacks. Because they're Blood Claws, they get the +2 on the charge.
Yeah, I would go with Vanguard Vets then.
But Sky
Vanguard
Claws
Vets with Lightning Claws? I don't think they can take Frost Claws, which is fine because they're apparently bad.
Yeah.
Still bad. Which is a bummer because real opportunity there. But I would still go with Vanguard Vets, yeah.
Fair enough.
Cool deal. Thank you, Grotworks. While conducting your mischief, this is the Grot question, right? So this is in the ongoing narrative of we are Grots in a Grot situation.
and we're basically in a big battle cruiser.
That's what it was.
Like an orc asteroid or something.
Yep.
While conducting your mischief, you come across a member of the Grot Revolution Committee who tries to recruit you. Do you join or report them?
Ooh.
You play both sides. You join and get as much as you can out of them, and also report them.
That's too cunning for me, Brian. I would just report them, because that's what I would think is cunning as a Grot.
Yeah, I would never trust. No, that's what you're always scheming. You got to be scheming both sides. It's how you have to do it.
That's a bold move. I would also be I just want to stay alive, so
Yeah,
I would
right.
also like turn them into the side I think is going to win.
But what
which
if
is the
they
orcs.
just kill everyone involved, including you?
Well,
Which is kind of what the orcs would do.
that's the life of a grot, Brian.
Oh,
you
right.
accept that as a reality. You're like, at any point,
It's like,
I might
clearly
die.
You knew about this, so you must be involved somehow.
Yeah, don't kill the messenger, boy. All right.
When you work in the Imaginarium, where
Yeah.
people's heads routinely explode,
Yeah,
just a part of life.
it's true.
I'm just going Crumpy for good measure. Thank you, Kyle Norman. Happy to see some Chaos Knights in action.
Yeah.
Question: would Outriders be good in a Blood Angels list?
Would they?
Let us tell you.
They would be approximately amazing.
Yeah.
There is no amount other than an illegal amount that would be too many.
If you take any combat unit in the entire Space Marine Codex, I'm going to make a bold claim here.
Okay.
Mm.
You put in Blood Angels, it's a defensible choice.
It's like, yeah, better than normal.
You could defend any combat unit.
The thing is,
Yeah.
they're just straight up great. Because they have chain swords, the +1 to wound really does level them up a lot.
Mhm.
The extra attack really takes their attack profile up to banana levels, and their speed plus the +1 to charge makes them really, really dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just tough and fast. And Blood Angels are all about putting well, they're not all about putting the threat, but that's one way to play them. Is you'll have this like turn 2 or whatever, turn 3, where you put the threat on, and they're a unit that could come from midboard and put the threat.
Yep.
I dig them, and they give you some decent shooting too.
Blood
So,
Angels
I'm
lost
into
their
it.
turn 1 threat, and Outriders still give you that speed that they used to have.
Mm.
It gives them, gives the opponent something else to shoot,
Sure.
rather than your Sandguard or your Death Company.
I only own one. I'm looking over. I own one unit of
Blood
bikes
Angels.
for the Blood Angels,
Yeah.
and I always feel like it's too few. I'm not going to build more because I don't want the Blood Angels to be overwhelmed by just Codex units.
Right.
And that's what I started with, building just Codex units. But I just from now on out I'm building mostly just the like special Blood Angels. units.
Yes. More of that.
I'm into
Yeah.
it.
I have to after the Grey Knights. I'll finish the Grey Knights first, then I'll go back.
Fine, Brian.
Fine. Thank you, No Chris. Thanks for your awesome bat reps. I have 2 times Indominus Necrons and want a big named HQ model next. Who do
Ooh.
I pick? Caesaris, or Void Dragon?
Void Dragon's so cool.
The Silent King is great.
That wasn't an option, Brian.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Cesaric.
that's Caesaric.
Oh, why didn't you
Caesaric.
say Silent King?
That's his name.
Because
He's on a first name basis.
All right, then you pick Silent King, for sure.
So Silent King first, Void Dragon second.
Yeah.
Illuminor Caesaris is not amazing. He's like 160 plus points, and I don't really know what he's for.
he gets back up when the war boss kills him.
Yeah,
He's
we
like
played
a
him.
bile.
We played him in my last game, and he was kind of dope there. But
You don't like him very much.
That's just because
No.
you roll well, Brian. It wasn't like
yeah,
he wasn't dope because the data sheet's good. He's dope because you were just like,
because
and I get back
everything
up,
went to plan.
and you're dead.
He was great because he just wouldn't die,
Oh,
and he exacted revenge. And that was the first time I ever played him. But the problem is his buff. It's like no one needs it, and it's random.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm not loving. I don't love him.
It
too much.
almost feels like Fabi's bile for like Tau. Like why nobody asked for this? Why did you make this?
I'm gonna defend him a bit. I think so. I'm gonna build mine and bring him with a pure silver tide list, and because I think that's where he really shines. And like Fabius Ball is good, but it's short range. You can kill someone, and it's kind of like I wish I could put this on a unit that I didn't care if they die.
Sure.
Like warriors.
Right.
So in that sense, I think it's interesting, but yeah, I don't know.
He's got a boatload of abilities. I really used his ability to res 2d3 models a
Yeah.
turn. That actually is pretty interesting.
Totally.
In that list, that would be good.
Right, because
in
you
a
have
silver
two
tide.
20-man blobs there.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
match.
and you can res to both.
I think that's the way to play him.
The problem is like you roll a bunch of like +1 strength on these units, and it's
Yeah.
like who cares? And even if you get +1 ballistic skill on them,
Yeah.
it's like, well, they already had Pharaon, so
Is +1 toughness on the list?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one you want.
Yeah, but that's the one you're not always. I did get it, and I turned my my T5 into T6.
Which is
Yeah.
not when you want it. but-
No. That's why it's better again on warriors going
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
T45.
but that's the thing. You use it every turn, but
Yeah.
you'll run out of units to use it on, which I did. I literally buffed every unit in my army by turn 3.
I think it's cool with Novak because then even the +1 strength with Novak.
Yeah, and you could give another +1 strength for 1
Yeah.
CP. So you can actually get them up to strength 6 if you needed to.
That's not a useful strength.
Yeah, again, T3, it could be. They can actually shred big units of T3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah. Also, clarification on the Vanguard vets. This is why it seemed weird. It's actually one of the disallowed units for Space Wolves.
Whoa.
That's what I thought.
So
Yeah.
unfortunately means you have to take the if you like.
You
sometimes
have to take the
claws,
Sky
Why
Claws.
would they do
and the
that?
claws are so expensive, man. So
And I didn't even know you could take claws on them. Do I have the book here? Might be
They're
inside.
called sky
Might be
claws.
in.
If you can't take claws, I would
no,
be
you can't.
offended.
But you can.
It has to be frost claws, though, probably.
So when you say you have to like, the claw part is like blood claw, sky claw, swift
Right.
claw.
Yeah.
It's just they put the name.
But-
I don't think they're being literal to
Okay,
their loadout.
but then the unit that they're like a mirror of
I thought you can
takes
upgrade.
claws.
I-
And if you had a unit named claws that is a mirror
Here's
of a
the
claw
thing.
unit.
I'll tell you what I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Chat can correct me. I'm pretty sure sky claws. The whole unit comes with chainswords,
Okay.
and you can upgrade 2 models in the unit to a special weapon of your choice, plus the sergeant. But I don't think the entire squad can swap out their weapons.
So they're just not veterans.
But they do get
They're
plus
like
2
Vanguard
attacks.
Marines.
But they do get plus 2 attacks on the charge because they're headstrong.
Right.
Or berserk charge.
But that's like, but they're not veteran. They don't all get their special weapons.
No, no.
See, that's
Yeah.
I feel you.
bummer.
Thank you. No, we just did that. I pulled a Bridger. All right.
See how easy it is to do?
Yeah, I was lazy. I wasn't highlighting the next one. Thank you, Cult. Yo, apologies for starting this whole Horus Heresy casting business, but not really. Sorry.
I love
Keanu
it.
Reeves for Alfarius and Omegon. I assume this is something that's happening in Discord right now.
Yeah, I
Some
mean,
discussion.
it's hard to keep up because there's so many channels.
I saw that Keanu Reeves has a TikTok where he only watches videos of himself and he reacts to like scenes of him in movies.
What?
It's like, man, this guy.
He's so,
This guy-
he's
Could
so
you imagine
amazing.
being so rich that your job is just to watch yourself?
I love it.
He's memeing on himself for sure.
What a hero.
Yeah.
Alfaris and Omegon. I like it. Thank you, Inferno Damned. Keep up the good work, Titans. Have dusted off my 7th edition Wolves. No Primaris, but I think for Wolves that is not a problem.
It's not a
Or
problem.
am I deceiving myself?
No, it's fine. That's what we have too. We literally have 0 Primaris,
Yep.
and we've played the Wolves. You go back and watch. We've played the Wolves like 4, 5, 6 times
Yeah.
even, and the army can totally hold its own. We're not lying. Like the Primaris units are excellent,
Yep.
and in many cases better. But we're talking about like 10%, 12%, 15% better in many of these cases. Not enough that your other units are obsolete by any stretch.
Right.
The one thing I will say that I'm biggest disappointed about, it's not the data sheets, it's the strats.
Yeah.
So like
Mm.
They lost
things
a
like
lot.
transhuman, you don't have that kind of stuff. And there's even other strats like if you're in Gravis armor, you can ignore the AP and things like that.
Fight twice is limited to only assault intercessors.
Correct. So there's and
Oh, yeah.
because you lost so many strats from your book,
Right.
you're going to find that actually if you list out all the strats that you have access to, it's not all that many
Right.
heavy hitters. That's what I find every time I build a Space Wolves list. It's like, I actually have more CP than I need, where I used to be, like, I
Yeah.
used to have literally a third of the CP I felt I needed. Now I have almost like a third more than I need.
Right.
Thanks, DSA 144. I asked to see Bridger and his Custodes, and you have delivered.
That's right.
What Forgeworld model shall I get to add to my own Custodes? Currently, I don't have any Forgeworld.
Oh, there's so many choices.
All right.
We're
This
just
is a
talking
vanilla
one.
pick. This is a very vanilla pick. A
Cool.
Palace. 100%. If I were to buy one
Mm.
Forgeworld unit for the first time for Custodes, it would be a Palace.
It's
such a boring choice.
no.
Does
it's
everything,
a
though.
beautiful model.
Does everything.
It's so, but the one palace is not enough. Whenever you
is.
take a palace, you always want 2 palace.
Well,
Look at
yeah,
this
you
little
do-
boy.
you do want to.
The guy inside is actually lying down front ways.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
in like
yeah.
he's like pod racing.
He's like in a
He's
pod
pod
racing
racing.
pose. Someone should open it up with the pod racing pose. It's a pretty rad model. Totally nothing like it in 40K, right?
Yeah.
Ah man, too many good choices.
After that,
Telemon.
Oh,
I would start with the Telemon.
Oh,
Because the Telemon
yeah.
is such an impressive. The army lacks a centerpiece,
Yeah.
and he's one of the closest things you can get to it.
Aquilons are a centerpiece.
But they're not. They aren't like a centerpiece as far as like a linchpin,
Oh, sure.
but they're not like an imposing model.
Mm.
And the Telemon is now not only is he kind of one of the most imposing things you can bring, but he's kind of a bad man, and he's actually really playable, genuinely good.
Yeah. He's so cool.
So I would start with him, but we own a lot of it. The only thing we don't really own is the bikes.
The bikes, yeah.
And that's just because it's so expensive, both the models and the points. You can't really splash them in easily.
I think with those, you could run them like I ran these Terminators,
Just
where you have
min
like
units.
small squads because they have
They're better
anti-tank
now.
guns.
They're better now than they were.
Yeah, they're more differentiated from the regular
Yeah.
bikes.
I don't
But
know.
that being said, we also don't run missile bikes, which we could
Yeah.
for
We
the
could-
same purpose.
True.
Yeah. So okay, that's my pick. Telemon for you, and you're taking.
I would take the Palace.
taking a Palace.
And after Palace,
Yeah.
Aquilon,
After your second palace.
the
probably.
That's true. The Aquilons, as we saw, the Aquilons are great. Build them with. You can magnetize the wrist weapon It's either you could put the bolter or the Adratic Destructor. Both of those are good picks.
Yeah.
And then you want the Solarite Gauntlet.
Which I think is just the claw and you clip the claws off, or do they actually make it as... That's what we did.
I was going to say,
There's 2 kits. I think you can buy one that is the bolter and fist, and one that's the fire pike and claws.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a separate kit.
Don't get claws, whatever you do.
I think it's 2 kits. I bought the one claw and it only had the one option. So.
Okay. Thank you, Edward Burke. I should be painting my golden not jabronis, janitors. You'll understand when I read the rest. But instead, I'm hand churning 2 gallons of ice cream.
Oh!
1 CP to everyone to offer a prayer for my aching arms and swelling waistline.
Well, you're like getting a workout in.
Yeah.
And then you're undoing the workout.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Churning the ice cream.
That's awesome.
That sounds I have so many questions, but I'm really excited for you.
My parents do that. They make ice cream.
Yeah.
I had like a Fisher Price ice cream maker as a kid, like a little plastic one. You turn it, little ice cream out. I don't remember if it was good or not, but it was sugar. So
I did the kids, the kid experiment where we're learning to make ice cream like in the classroom, and then it just tastes like mint toothpaste.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's horrible, and you're like, this is awful.
School ruins everything.
Yeah.
even ice cream.
Don't go to school, kids. Thank you, Gunther Fett. Love your bat reps. How would you build an Iron Hands list army right now? Feeling underwhelmed by every dreadnought but the Redemptor right now.
No.
First of all, the Redemptor is the boss. If you
Redemptor
measure
is
everything compared to the Redemptor,
Correct.
Sure.
then everything feels sad.
Yeah.
But the Venerable is good.
Vendreads are
The
amazing.
Vendreads are good.
That's what I would do.
I
would go 3 Redemptors.
We would literally go 3 Redemptors.
with the Gatling.
Vendreads.
Maybe 2 Vendreads.
2. I would do 3.
6 is like the magic number of dreadnoughts, where it's like
Okay.
your opponent cannot handle this.
And so then you would take like a Primaris Tech Marine or something.
Primaris Tech Marine. You make one of the Vendreads a character.
Yeah.
So he's untargetable, and you give them all double las cannons.
Yeah.
And the Redemptors can sort of body block for the Venerables.
And then literally put like maybe 1 Whirlwind in.
Yeah.
For fight last.
For fight last.
This is basically my fist one, but
And,
better because it's Iron Hands.
Yeah, and then whatever else you want to splash in, a bit of holding.
Yeah, some scoring, some movement.
Some intercessors, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, a captain's fine.
I put 1 captain.
1 captain.
And then you can just use a strat to basically gain a lieutenant for that bubble of them, and a librarian to give a 5+ involuntary.
Yeah.
That's kind of the
librarian
nasty.
for the 5 of Binvon is pretty clutch.
It's really important.
They got to get rid of that.
So that's that army that we just listed. It's an extremely abusive army. So you will not be underwhelmed, but your opponents might be, in the sense that like it is not like a lot of people will have no answer to it.
Right.
It's one of those armies that has like some people have really bad matchups, and it has very few bad matchups.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're playing it in your casual games, be prepared to lose a lot of friends. Like it is.
Right.
It's abusive. Like it's even if it feels like it's a close game, it'll feel abusive the whole way through.
Like all of its games feel like 90-10s.
Yeah.
But 90% of its games are 90-10 for it.
You win that game by out missioning that army.
You play Harlequin.
Well, no. Harlequins could beat them. Harlequins can beat anything. So we're not.
Harlequin's
could actually
90-10
kill them.
that.
There's
like,
literally
easily.
nothing that Harlequins can't kill, so that's not a problem.
Yeah.
The issue is that, you have to outmission. Like you just outhold that army, as we said. It's not a ton of OPSEC.
You force them to spread out.
Well, it's OPSEC that can only be in one place.
Right.
Yeah.
The OPSEC can't split up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah, you take Rights of War, so they're all upset.
The Dreadnoughts are OPSEC.
Yeah.
But only in one, only in the ball.
No,
it's a ball
yeah.
of OPSEC dreadnoughts.
You force them to spread out.
So yeah.
So
that's how you do it.
Yep. All right. Thank you, Colt. Also, was there a first part? Nope. Also, when in the Emperor's name are we going to see you use a Land Raider? The Proteus is pretty good now. Also, a Greater Brass Scorpion.
We've
Baller.
played a bunch of Land Raiders.
Brian is scarred.
He
He
is
played
scarred.
Land Raiders for a while, and they all exploded.
in
like
my
this
deployment zone.
It was like this, but on him.
On me, and I rolled the same 5s and 6s on my own models.
Yeah, that's right.
So I do like Land Raiders. I played it for the Space Wolves, and I played it for the Salamanders.
Yep.
Those are the only Land Raiders I think I have. That's right. It's the only Land Raiders I have, because those are the only armies that I have.
Oh, you have a Grey Knight Land Raider right there.
Oh, yeah, but I haven't shown that yet. Nobody's seen that.
I've seen it.
So those
Secret's
are the Grey Knight Land Raiders.
Oh, they've seen it in the studio tour, which premium members can see.
That's right.
That's true. So I have played Land Raiders, and I will continue to play them. I do like them. They do die first turn sometimes, which sucks, but you can hide them. The problem is they're slow, so when you hide them, if their purpose was to deliver a unit and they're back here,
Right.
then it's like now they're here and then they just blow up here next turn.
Right, it's slower than just walking your unit.
So you might as well start
out.
here, and then when they explode, you're at least out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It gets you 3 inches.
It gets you the movement.
It's something.
I have a Death Guard Lane Raider that I actually have like a tree and stuff growing out of it.
Okay.
I'm waiting to paint it until I see the new book. I have a few things for my Death Guard that I'm like, I want to make sure I'm actually want to use these.
Praying you could still give them Feel No Pains.
Honestly, that's my biggest concern. Is like I think that's crazy good ability for it, and I'm just
Such a good ability.
I just want to see where everything lands.
Well, you can do it currently. I don't think that's abusive.
No, it's not.
Well,
think
but
it's
when 2 wound, when it's full of like 1 billion wounds.
Well, yeah. See, that's
Yeah,
don't
the
like
fact
that.
that Land
That's
Raiders.
gonna be-
Yeah, you're right.
That's gonna be abusive.
But anyways, we do run Land Raiders.
Yeah.
You know, we have a ton of models, so we don't like to run the same lists every time. In fact,
Yeah.
I don't think in the history of the channel we barely ever run the same list. Maybe
No.
the Eldar is like we only have 2,000 points of Eldar, and we've
Well,
run the same
yeah.
list there maybe twice. But
It's mostly my fault.
no, but that's it. That's
like
the
what
only
I
reason
like.
we would do it, right? So we always change it up. So
Yeah. And in terms of the brass scorpion, we will 100% be getting one. It's just really bad, so it's not at the top of our list.
right. We have friends that have it. I have a
we
friend
do,
that has
yeah.
an Alpha Legion one,
Oh,
which is painted all Alpha Legion.
that's cool.
He's only old school, old models too. It's all 30K scale models.
Oh, that's cool. With Alpha Legion?
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Maybe I'll hit him up one day.
I like it. Thank you, Victor DeSena. Sup, with the Jakari Codex announced and the Incubi statline revealed, feeling the hype, gents?
They look good.
What other stuff do you wish to see from the Codex? Oh my god.
I hope to see so much.
I don't want to see Drazar nerfed. I want him to be the
No,
same or better.
I want to see him better.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
Drazar is so cool.
I think he'll be fine. I'm nervous to see Dark Technomancers, how they come out.
Yeah, how are they going to do all the weird custom weird stuff that
I
they did?
don't think they will. A lot of times, the stuff that was in Psychic Awakening, like a small fraction gets folded in, the rest goes away.
Well, but that's just one of the custom traits, which they haven't gotten rid of for any of the factions. So
Oh, the custom traits.
that's all that technically. I know we all say Dark Technomancers.
Yeah,
as if it's a thing.
Necron's gained custom traits, so I don't think they'll get rid of. I think they're doing custom traits
They have
standardized.
tweaked some of them though.
They
The
have-
ones that were like the
Yes,
auto
yeah.
includes.
They could definitely tweak it, and let's be honest, that's all they got in Psychic Awakening.
Yeah.
Was that one page?
So if they lose that and don't gain anything else, it would be kind of sad.
Well, come on, it's a whole codex. I imagine they'll gain a lot.
Yeah,
hopefully.
I am ecstatic, and the new Incubi looks so good.
I hope that the way I see the army is it's always been about efficiency.
Yeah.
Like MSU, no one thing is a banger, but every unit can chip away at you in a scary way, right? And they just flood you with speed and units.
Right.
That's what they were in 8th. And I'll
I
tell
like
you
that
what.
play.
I'll tell you what. With the level of efficiency in the game right now,
Mhm.
I don't want to see that be their identity because they would have to be so unbelievably efficient, and I don't think they'll do that. I want them to see. I want to see them get an actual new identity. I want them to have a cool, fancy, power from pain type thing where it's like I get hurt, you get hurt, but you get hurt more. I want to see it.
I don't want to go back to Venom Span because that was super.
No, I don't
boring.
want Venom spam, but I do think the army should be fast.
It should be fast. It's
Coblites
Eldar.
should be cheaper. Witches should be
But
better.
point efficiency is not an interesting.
But when a Cabalite's cheaper, like, do you want the Cabalite to be able to actually have an impact on the game other than just being an OPSEC body? Like, poison right now is not a meaningful thing.
Look
from
at Guardsmen.
Cabalites.
Look at the impact the Guardsmen have on the
Correct.
game.
But again, they're just cheap.
I want
fast
Cabalites
bodies.
Yeah,
to
but
do that.
right now they're just bad.
Right
Yeah.
now
they're
they
just-
do nothing. They do
They
literally
do nothing. They're not cheap. Whatever bodies that fill up battalions at even that.
Yeah.
So just almost any change will fix them to me.
Right.
I do agree about poison, but because in the past poison was like it was the same, but you had just such a high volume of it that it actually could do stuff. And now it's like okay, they're more expensive, so you have less.
Right.
Poison's not great, so you can't do anything.
When it's a power armor game now, like poison, I don't think was
Yeah.
ever really good against power armor.
Well, especially
just wasn't
two
a
wound,
thing.
especially 2-wound power.
Yeah.
armor,
Yeah.
Right.
No, totally.
It's tough, and you get these guys in cover. It's not easy, and there's a lot of Terminators now. A lot of 2-up saves from Blade Guard.
Yeah.
Poison does nothing on these two.
I am very excited for the new book, though.
But yeah, I'm just hoping for a lot of changes. It's an army we're really excited to build out.
Absolutely. Thank you, Thomas Greer. From the Three Amigos in Texas, and good luck, Bridger, versus his rolling today. Do you all think most armies will receive a version of Protocols or Space Marine Chapter Tactics?
Yeah,
Looks like it.
I think so. I don't think we haven't seen. We've even seen like a super doctrine type thing. Like Necrons basically have a super doctrine.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. And so I think we're definitely seeing layers of rules for every faction. Space Marines still have more than others.
Necrons have a lot of layers. They're just not good.
Yeah, they're more conditional too.
Right.
Yeah.
And they also, I think also Death Watch is a good way of looking at they don't have super doctrine, but they have other layers on
They
top that
do
work
have a
in
super
different
doctrine.
ways.
They do.
They do?
Kind
They
of.
pick the orders of the doctrines, and that is their super doctrine.
Oh,
You lose that if
well,
you're not pure
all
Death
right.
Watch.
That is
Technically,
their
it's a
super. Their super doctrine is just control of the doctrines.
That's weird.
Which
All right.
is incredibly powerful.
It's great. It's just a very different philosophy from you get better
Yeah.
in this one turn. It's like you get this flexibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think is cool for Death Watch.
I think it's cool.
Right. Exactly. And they'll do likewise moving forwards, I imagine. Thank you, Bobson.
Bobson!
1 CP for Adrian. What up? How does the Deldar preview look? Again, they didn't show much today.
They showed nothing.
But what
they showed
did,
1 unit.
Oh, Incubi. Again, for those of you not familiar, Incubi got +1 damage, +1 weapon skill, and
I think +1 attack.
I think
they're 3 each
plus
now.
one. They're 3 now. So
I don't remember if they were.
They're
free.
15 attacks for a squad of 5, is what I've been told repeatedly.
Okay.
the +1 damage, honestly, is all they needed
That's all you
to
needed.
be
Yeah.
to go from like a decent unit to like a great unit. And
Which weapon do you normally take on them? The one that has the 2 profiles, or the one that has the 1 profile?
So the double profile is only for the leader.
That's only the leader.
rest just have the single Clavex,
Okay,
which was
okay,
always
okay.
just like a bunch of attacks, good rend, but they're 1 damage.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
leader has like a sword that splits.
It splits,
It
so we can do
splits.
the
So
2
cool.
attacks, so we can get 8 attacks
Mhm.
on him
That's so cool.
if he splits,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
Super cool. So that looks amazing. Thank you again, Bob.
Yeah, really excited for that.
All right. Thank you, Gareth Hackney. If the Titans played a Crusade, 2 games in a time slot could be played. What armies would you choose if Beyond the Veil you did use? I like that rhyming. Then a video on how it changes things could be made.
I would disagree that we could play 2 games in a time slot. I think Crusade, those smaller points, has a lot of stuff surrounding the game that takes up a lot
More
of time.
detailed. You're looking up and you're referring to their special abilities, and also
When you have to level up, like after the game, you have a whole phase of like
Mhm.
that's true.
doing all the bookkeeping.
And there's more to tell your opponent about what the units do. I also say you're more cautious in Crusade because losing things matters.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, we do reckless things all the time. Those are like reckless things where like a hero charges out to get a point or something like that. Those mean a lot in that game because like you could be losing a lot on that hero, right? So I think you almost have to play a little more deliberately because you're not just playing to win this one game. You're playing to win the war, right?
Right.
And the truth is, like, if we really wanted to do Crusade, it also wouldn't even be about winning half as much as it is when we play these games. It's like developing that story, telling you guys the story.
Forging
like,
the
if we
narrative.
just power through a game really fast, like we're missing the point of Crusade. So
Yeah, we are going to start playing Crusade, but we're going to do it next year because we don't have time between all the special things we're doing this
And
year.
we want more codexes to come out.
Right, because you want to play. We only want to play armies that have a codex because they get so many cool Crusade rules.
right.
I think there's been a few factions that we've been excited about. Obviously, the Death Guard have a codex coming out.
Yep.
I think you could do a lot of fun with them in a Crusade. Obviously, Space Marines are already out. Necrons are already out.
Yep.
So those will all be good. Even with the new books that they're announcing, like Drukhari and things like that.
Yeah, I think Drukhari could be cool in a,
That could be cool
in
too.
a narrative setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just excited to see that. And they were saying for Beyond the Veil, which I'm just confirming is the one that's already out. So this is like the Necron, like more centric.
Yeah.
So I think that obviously that's a cool one to do. Like
Yeah,
one
we
person
might start
can
with
be
that.
Necron,
Yeah.
the other
Necrons are
person
cool.
you can still get like Necron artifacts and stuff like that
Yeah.
for the other person. So if we did that,
I think,
what I dig.
Necrons would be an army I would be very happy to play in a
Yeah.
Crusade as Necrons.
I really like that book too. By the way, a lot of really
we
cool
have that
stuff in it.
Crusade book, that first Crusade book that came
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
It's awesome. So besides the new one, it's called Plague Purge.
We
of
were going to
course.
do a Crusade series in September,
Right.
but then the new codexes came out the first week of
Rapid
October.
fire.
So fast.
And we thought they were going to come out like mid-month, but they came out we actually got them the last week of September.
Right.
And we were like, oh, we don't have time for this Crusade. We got to start reading these books.
There was
So
no way.
we ran
Yeah.
out of time.
So, thank you, Colin. Hey guys, love the show, love the memes. Really want to know if after
Yeah.
lockdown you'd ever allow guests on your show.
We've had
Yeah.
guests in the past,
Mhm.
but they're guests. Normally, they're people that we know.
Yeah.
We do it very infrequently
Mhm.
And carefully.
and very
Like,
carefully.
We think
yeah.
about it a lot.
Because here's the thing. You've seen guests on other Battle Report shows before, but rarely do you see them on live Battle Reports, right? Doing a live Battle Report here, it takes a lot of practice for us to play the game, answer the questions, describe things that are happening in the right ways. And it's also, we put a lot of work into the missions and the army composition, and so it's really hard to just sub someone in and have them do that. So we generally do them sparingly. Yeah.
Well said.
Well said. Thank you, Zoe. Bridger, can I make a request for a punchy Telemon with double Sastus in your next Custodes game? +1 CP to Adrian just for being so damn charming. Well, thank you very much.
I did it in my last Custodes game.
Yeah,
I
that's true.
I know that the Telemon does a thing now, and it's better, and I should like it. it checks all the boxes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
super durable.
Yeah.
It face tanks. It just goes in.
And it's not even expensive.
It's not. It's like efficient. I just have a holdover from when it was like there was a Caladius camp
Yeah.
and a Telemon camp.
And he was in the
And I
Caladius
was
camp.
firmly in the Caladius camp because I won every game for 6
And
months.
I was in the
Yeah.
Caladius camp with Telemons.
That was an undeniably bad army.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
But it was totally fun. No, I think what it is I've been saying Telemons and he's been saying not Telemons for so long
So long.
that now he just can't come around.
I can't.
Now that the facts have changed, he can't be on my side.
Right.
Because Bridger's just contrarian by
It
nature.
also
So
reminds
he just
me.
loves to be whatever you like, he'll find a way to like the opposite.
Right.
It also reminds me of the Leviathan, and it brings back just sore memories. Every
not
memory I have
abusive.
of the Leviathan makes me feel bad inside.
It's not an abusive model though. It's
No, but it is a Leviathan, but Custodes.
yeah, it's better for sure.
Better in many ways.
But yeah, go back and look at our last Custodes game, which was Custodes versus Death Guard.
Mm.
And we had 2 Telemon, one with double fists, one with one fist and a storm cannon.
That's right.
And you wouldn't charge it in, right?
I tried,
You wouldn't
but
charge
there
it.
was walls in the way.
I still stand by Brian on that one.
Thank you.
Because it was such a good game.
It was
Everyone's
a great game.
just charge it. I'm like,
It
no,
was
it's too
tight,
good.
wasn't it? I'm not going to spoil it, but it was a really good
It was
game.
a really good,
Was it a
really
good
tight game.
It was like the closest game in history, basically.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Very cool.
All right. Thank you, Caldorf. CP's all around.
Oh,
Woo!
could have used those earlier.
Yeah, I know. Hope to hear some sweet music board heavy. Hope to hear some sweet music board heavy metal for this epic match.
Adrian, it's the red button. Oh, you gotta push the slider up.
Which one is it?
The
The
farthest
very
right
last
slider.
one, but don't push it up too much.
Like, go at most halfway. There we go. We got some
Yeah,
rock
right.
going.
That's your heavy metal.
This is for you.
That's for
Caldorf.
you. All right.
You don't even know what the sounds like. We just been told.
I've heard it like a year.
Yeah. All right. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off.
I wanted to hear it.
Thank
All
you.
right,
you won't
so
do it.
there's more to this. All joking aside, good to see Bridger in front of a cam again.
Yeah, it is.
Totally.
Good to be back.
Yeah, we want to get Bridger on more often. So now that Brian and I have both been trained on the
Train.
yeah, it's like
Thrown to the dogs.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah. All right. Thank you, Jared Payton or Patton. Hey Titans, it's the scath hatching enthusiast. First of all, so sorry about last time. But anyways, until I lost my spot, I'd be happy to warp in and back them up. Custodes, is there any hope for Eldar Wraith Knights in the future?
I certainly hope so.
I hope so. They need a redesign.
I wish them to be great. I desperately want to collect those models. It's one of those things where I'm like, GW, just give me any excuse.
Right.
Give me any excuse. I'll buy them all. I'll
They
buy
look
2
cool.
of each. Just give me an excuse to buy them. I want them. Yeah, I really do want them. I want to actually build more of an apocalypse style army where I actually have the Phantom and I maybe have 4 of the other ones.
Yeah.
Like a mixture of the Forgeworld. Like I've always wanted that to have like as a collection, as a showpiece. And I've just been desperately waiting for them to make them even remotely playable.
Right.
Yeah.
So one day, let's hope.
One day.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Get Kraken. Great name. Assuming, by the way, Bridger places Custodes, that he's a dirty mono red aggro player. This is a Magic reference. Slaps model on table, push forward. Math is for blockers.
That's right.
I actually don't know what.
I
do you play
play
Magic?
everything.
Yeah.
I'll just play whatever's good. Like I'll play
There it
mono
is.
red
There
if
it
I
is.
need to finish daily quests. I'll play mono red, but usually I don't play mono red. Usually I play control decks and games go forever.
Yeah. First glance, I would say mono red, but when I thought about it, I was like, you're probably more of a control player, to
Yes,
be honest.
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm like an efficient. Like I will just grind away like
Yeah.
5%
Efficiency,
efficiency
yeah.
Right.
every turn forever.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you, Dungeon Master. Brian gets all the style points for the most spiteful of demises. That explosion was all chaos energy interlaced with golden glitter.
That's right.
That was the most like of an army I've ever lost in a single turn.
You know what? I really wish I did have like a fist of glitter that I could have just like thrown on the table as it exploded.
I don't think I've ever lost. That was like 50% of the wounds of my army in a single turn.
I've lost more to an exploding orc plane.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's
Adrian did almost 40 mortal wounds to my Death Guard army.
Yeah.
In a single explosion.
Yeah.
I was scarred for life.
Good times. Good times. I think you had some words with the playtest team about that.
You were very upset.
You're
Yeah,
like,
I was
excuse
like,
me.
like here's a snippet, and I was like, do you think this is 1 CP? Like, this is good for 1 CP?
I love it. He's
The
like,
whole bat rep, you were just like 32 mortal wounds.
Yeah, it's like, what is...
I just took 32 mortal wounds.
It's like, what is going on?
32 mortal wounds.
And it honestly, things that do that are a problem.
Yeah.
They are actually.
Yeah, it is.
Jokes aside.
Feels bad.
It feels bad.
It feels real bad, I can say.
So yeah, when you're rolling all 5s like I am, you're just like, this is Candyland. Right.
It really was.
It was.
Thanks again, Miko. Hey guys, was my list too mean for my friend playing Necrons? Anything you would chop or change? Sorry for the list spam. So Miko had the
list was mean.
Wait,
it was like
which
a bunch
one
of
was
good. It was a bunch of good models for Mortifactors.
Was that Mortifactor?
It was like every
It was.
good unit.
It's so is it too mean against Necrons? No, Necrons can hang as long as your opponent's bringing an equally mean list.
Yes.
I will say the
yeah.
Necron player has to be a lot more savvy. They have like Necron rules are strong, but they're strong in an unintuitive, weird. Like you have to do reanimation shenanigans.
That Space Marine list is pretty straightforward in the
out of
sense
the
that
box.
like you push your models up the board and it's like your move Necrons.
Yeah.
But the Necrons the Necron Codex can hang with that. They just got to be bringing a real list. If they're trying to play some sort of like their fluffy combination of what they like, you might need to tone it down a bit.
Agreed. Thanks, Connor Given 89. Finally got Bridger on the table.
Yeah.
Go Bridger.
Woo!
At Adrian, thanks for the Harlequin advice the other day. I've won all 4 games since. That's
Ooh.
awesome. That's
It's a rough army to beat.
It's a good army.
Happy to help. So
I,
really glad that worked out.
We gotta have like a challenge. Like I gotta put an army on the table next time that is like deliberately tried to embarrass the clowns and see if I can even get close.
Could be done.
It can definitely be done. They're not an invincible army.
Yeah.
But when played well, they're very hard to beat.
They're nasty.
Maybe new Death Guard.
Maybe it's not as good as you think.
Yeah.
Because they're just faster than you.
The speed issue becomes such a problem.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, yeah, again.
And the range issue becomes an issue.
Check out our Tabletop Titans tournament.
We did.
Both these armies feature prominently in that event.
Yeah.
But again, that's awesome. Awesome news, Connor. Thank you, Baxter Berlin. Does the Edict Imperator power work while targeting a unit in engagement? I.e., does the movement count as falling back, meaning you can't shoot? Don't you fall back after you fight, though?
Hold on, what? Which one is Edict Imperator? What is this? Is this
Edict Imperator power?
This is a psychic power?
The only one I can think, wouldn't they be talking about the this Custode bike thing when you fall back afterwards?
No,
that's
Edict Imperator.
Unstoppable
Destroyer.
Yeah.
Edict Imperator, funny enough, it sounds super familiar, but I just don't remember which one it is.
It's probably the Quasi-Latin, because they're all...
Yeah.
They all sound familiar.
Targeting unit.
Well, yeah, let's look it up.
Oh, it's Grey Knights. It's a Grey Knights shoot move.
Oh,
okay.
And it
They
comes
shoot then move. So no, you can't. If you're in combat, you can't shoot then move. You can move, but you can't shoot because you're in combat. So I don't even know if you can use the power. I don't know how it works.
But the question is,
you can't shoot in combat. Yeah, it's a shoot move, right? It's not.
But then when you move, can you shoot in the shooting phase? This power deliberately says you can't shoot twice, right? Like if you shoot in the shooting phase.
All right. So what does it say on the power? How's it defined?
Oh, well, that's not what I have.
Is it may move as if the movement phase? In which case they.
Then it would be a fallback.
It's still falling back.
Yeah. Do you want me to bring up the Grey Knights Codex?
It's almost certainly that, to be honest.
Okay.
Which would disallow you.
Let's see if you can beat me to it. We're racing to get the. I'm opening up my Grey Knights Codex.
I'm on the internet, so you're probably gonna find it faster.
Well, maybe.
Look at this table, guys. It's beautiful.
It is a beautiful table.
Yeah, really, really nice.
This is a phone stream. Let's be honest.
Oh, it's not in the Codex. It's in the.
It's in the Psychic Awakening,
in
which
the
is what I have
Psychic
open.
Oh, yeah.
No, you beat me to it.
Aha!
Fine, I'll leave it to you.
Stratagems.
Oh,
No, you lied.
we don't. Everything when you're talking about things like this, the reason we can't just give you an answer is the very specifics of the wording.
Correct.
Here we go.
Matter a ton.
Here we go. If manifested, select one friendly Grey Knights unit within 12 inches of the Psyker. That unit can shoot as if it were your shooting phase, and then make a move as if it were your movement phase. It cannot advance. That unit cannot shoot again this turn or charge this turn. Period.
So nothing in there works for you. Like, not only can you not shoot in combat unless you got pistols, but then when you fall back, it does count as a fallback. And even if it didn't, you can't shoot again anyways.
Yeah.
So you can't do anything.
The wording's very specific.
Very specific. Yeah, we've used it to do little tricks where you move a unit up into obscuring terrain, use the spell, shoot, and then move back behind obscuring terrain. I did that with my Land Raider last time.
That's right.
Right? And that way it kept the Land Raider safe, but also still shot it turn.
And you can also use it to get a lot of distance. Like you can move a Land Raider 10 or 12 or whatever.
You can use it to slingshot or keep. Yeah, it could be used for offense or defense. It's really, really strong.
It's good.
Yeah.
Good power.
Thanks, Kieran. Hey guys, on the preview earlier, they said that they are rebuilding Dark Eldar from the ground up. If that level of rework is true, does that give you hope for the Tau?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
100%.
think
fine.
it's clear that the Tau are going to need a big change. So I actually think the Drukhari are almost going to signal the Tau in a small way.
Yeah.
Because they're both supposed to be mobile, kind of like shooting
yeah.
kind of armies.
Kind
so I
of durable,
think,
kind of shooty. Yeah.
yeah. So even like MSUE kind of thing. So I'm curious to see like the playstyle of Drukhari might pan out. Be interesting for Tau.
That's an interesting analysis. I'd never thought of it that way.
I've always seen them as very similar. Whenever I matched up, it was like we can do similar things.
Right.
Because in many ways, like, okay, they have really good guns, but they're all tucked away, so you can't actually get to them for a turn or two. And so they have this mass shot, then they have their good weapons, and their good weapons are kind of durable. So it always felt like actually very similar play.
Absolutely. Thanks, Omnissiah Sphinx. How hard is it to repaint an army, and can you remove a lacquer? So the lacquer is really hard to remove. You can, so a couple things. One, make sure absolutely that you do want to strip it, because I think this gets exaggerated sometimes, the amount of paint that's on a model and just repainting over it. So just double check that first of all. Second of all,
like you're saying, you could always just base coat over top of what you have as long as it's a thin coat.
Exactly. Yeah. Especially because
depends on the type of model too.
Stripping an army is an entire project.
It's a huge project.
Like painting an army is a project. Stripping an army is a project.
And if you only partially strip something, you then leave these like there's bumps and textures on your armor plates and things like that. So you really have to make sure you do it fully and you do it right. So
I did strip the only army I've stripped a lot of. I stripped 3,000 points of Lizardmen of Seraphon.
wow. Yeah.
And basically what it did, it took me maybe 8 or 9 rounds of soak plus toothbrush scrub.
Yep.
And I had to toothbrush scrub every model individually.
Yep.
3,000 points for the models. So, and then it would soak it again, scrub it again, soak it again. I did it 8 times, probably took me 2 weeks. And then it was like 90% stripped.
And you used isopropyl?
I used 2 giant jugs of it.
Yep.
Over the period of time, because I was barely even watering it down.
And that's what I would use, guys, is the isopropyl. I had been hearing about, use this
Simple Green and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's similar. It
isopropyl I like a lot better.
Isopropyl, so I tried Simple Green. They both worked almost identical.
Yeah.
I'll bet Simple Green's an alcohol-based.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, the alcohol in the Simple Green is doing the same.
Very soapy
exactly.
also.
And you can also get a what are they called? There's little machines that like swirl.
The little shakers.
Yeah, those are great.
They're like the jewelry
like
cleaners. It's like the jewelry cleaners.
Yeah,
is what they're for.
Those are great to really.
You can't put a lot of models in them.
No, it's
and
like 3.
having the proper, like when I say toothbrush, I had like toothbrush, and then I had like wire brushes that were at just the right hardness that they're not going to damage the model. It was a huge project. It was worthwhile for me because it was a lot of models, and they were kind of painted by like Kid Brian.
When they were sentimental to you, you wouldn't get rid of them and start over.
Yeah, and also half of them were metal. Metal is real easy to strip. The plastic was impossible, but the metal stripped like nothing.
Yeah. Thank you, Scrub Daddy 1986. I want to make a Black Templar army with no shooting larger than a pistol. Any suggestions for something that won't get smashed walking across the table?
Blade Guard veterans.
Yeah.
But they have pistols. So yeah, you're good.
Yeah, Blade Guard vets,
Assault Intercessors. They have pistols too, and those are heavy pistols.
Chaplains just have pistols.
Absolver pistols.
Yeah, as long as you're on the ground.
Apothecaries just have pistols.
Yeah.
You could take a captain that has a sword and a pistol.
And the lieutenant with a sword and pistol.
Yep.
Those are both excellent, by the way.
These are all
Vanguard veterans with lightning claws.
Very good. Also, Terminators with either lightning claws or
Thunderhammer Storm Shield.
Right.
We just did it.
That was like 3,000.
Your army smashes.
That's a great army.
Your army smashes.
You don't need to shoot in this game.
Is there a double fist dreadnought? They all have flamers at the very least.
Right.
Like an Ironclad double fist.
There's an ironclad dreadnoughts. Can I think have double close combat maybe?
They have a siege drill
and then a claw.
Fist.
Yeah. But then I think they have a melta gun under one arm or something.
Yeah.
Well, but that's a pistol for a dreadnought. It's underslung in the hand.
Can you take a Contemptor with 2 close combat weapons? You used to be able to.
You might be able to in Forgeworld.
You can definitely
do it.
Leviathan.
I don't.
But they'll have flamers still in their
I don't
chest.
think they made a combat right arm for Contemptors.
Maybe not.
Oh, good point.
Anyways, Leviathans can definitely have both.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they still have the flamers, so it's not a pistol. So I guess it breaks the rule.
But that is totally a pistol for a dreadnought. That should be fine. That should
true.
slide under the radar.
Everything is a pistol for a dreadnought because they can shoot them in combat. Right?
Absolutely. Thank you, Cultist Jan. Hi, TTs. Missed you guys. Was just bringing up a corpse meal turkey and, sorry. brining up a corpse meal turkey.
Sorry,
Okay.
what?
Brining, corpse meal.
Ew. What?
It's a 40k.
Yeah, man.
It's a turkey made of dead humans.
You're supposed to be gross. That is a correct response, Bridget. And wondering what your best competitive salamanders list would love to have heavy infantry. Infantry heavy.
We haven't even attempted to make our most competitive because we would never play it here on the channel outside of a tournament setting.
Yeah.
Because even my like middle tier competitive will beat almost any other army we can bring.
Yeah.
Salamanders are ruthless. It would lean heavily on eradicators. And I would definitely see you taking up to 3 units because in that army you don't just use them for tank killing. You use them for killing everything.
Everything.
I would take the Flamestorm aggressors because they're really hard to deal with. I would take a bunch of intercessors. Terminators are good. You don't even need the intercessors because anything could be troops or anything could be OPSEC.
Right.
But intercessors are just a bit of efficient stuff. Yeah, Terminators are good. There's a couple captain loadouts that are interesting. I had a lot of fun with that unkillable by captain before. He was cute, but he's not the best play anymore because he's not as lethal as he used to be.
Right.
But he's
also
still...
even like the heavy intercessors with them because you get the +1 to wound strat, which we saw when the fists were on the board. The +1 to wound is what took them to the next level.
Right, because they're only strength 5.
Correct.
So the strat to ignore 1 AP, they already ignore 1 AP. It doesn't stack. So
no, it does stack. So the Gravis strat is actually +1 armor.
It is.
Oh, is it?
If it's damage 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, yeah, it's crazy good.
Okay, so yeah, some heavy intercessors are good. As far as the combat threat, from what we named, the aggressors are already a combat threat, but you could start to splash another combat threat.
Terminators.
Yeah, the Terminators are combat threat, so that's good. Yeah, we did it.
It's great.
And
Very
we've played 80% of that list.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Before, and it's very strong.
Yep.
Thank you, Samaltis. Definitely butchered that name. Apologies. Bridger, you may have lost, but at least you're not playing Chaos, so you're still a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's repping the Emperor.
Let's get those Emperors in chat.
Emperors in chat. What do you guys want to see when Custodes get their codex?
Permanent transient.
Oh my god.
No. Reset the clock.
Strength 10 axes? Can we get strength 10 axes?
Reset the clock.
I don't know. Like I want stat.
Okay, how about this? Give them some sort of doctrine concept. What would you do for them?
No, I don't like it.
No doctrine
I
concept?
think Custodes should never not be at their best. The idea of doctrines implies that like time passes and then they're not as good at that thing that they were good at before. That's like no. They should always be at their peak efficiency.
Yeah.
That's why they don't bracket. That's
Yeah.
why they have less wounds than everybody else.
Yeah.
That's why they have less attacks than everybody else.
You know what I love? I love the Unleash the Lions plus the the concept of these single models.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's a thing they should be able to do
By
even more
default.
natively.
Out of the box.
Like instead of having the ability to combat squad, they should be like just break apart into individuals.
Oh my God.
I think you could work with a
It'd be
rule like
nasty.
that. And it's the same amount of models. It's just it takes them from being an army that doesn't have many models and allows them to actually be somehow good at that.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is,
That's
it's
cool.
like it's so flavorful as well because they do operate independently. Like there's no provision of them working in squads at all.
Right.
They don't protect each other's back.
Well,
they
they're
don't
just-
do anything.
They're just near each other because they were both assigned to the same thing. Right? It's like
Yeah.
in the lore, they assign multiple custodians to the same job. They're not a team, they're not a squad,
They're
they're
not a
just
team,
all
yeah.
there
Yeah.
doing the same job.
Yeah, so I like it, and even a small indication of that is the extra coherency that they get in 30K. They have like a 3-inch coherency, and it helps for sure.
They describe it so well in one of the Horus Heresy books where it's actually where the Wardbearer guy is working with them,
Right.
Yeah.
and they like fight. They don't fight as a squad. They're all
Right.
like fighting individually as heroes, and it works because that's what they do. Thanks, Nicholas Smith. I remember hearing that y'all have a weekly narrative game at your local game store. Let's hear about everyone's Crusade army. So we don't currently have that because of COVID.
That's right.
This basically, stopped when
It's
all
been
that
shut
stuff
down.
happened. But
And it wasn't weekly. So basically, the narrative club met weekly
Yep.
Right.
and just did organized play,
Right.
Totally.
which was like our own breed of like half match play, half narrative play.
Yeah.
That's basically what our weekly games were. And then we had a third Thursday. So the third
Right.
Thursday of every month, that was a narrative, which usually
It was
was
some
like-
event.
it was like an event.
It wasn't even always 40K.
That's true. It was like Aeronautica sometimes, even
BFG.
Battlefleet Gothic.
Kill Team,
Yeah.
we did Kill Team for a while.
That's true. Kill Team was pretty popular for a while. So, or people would play Kill Team after their game finished. Before
Or
we went to-
before, they would like
yeah.
establish a mission and the results of the Kill Team game would
Yeah.
carry over to
Yeah.
the 40K game. It
Yeah,
was fun.
So that's how the club generally operated.
Yep.
And the funny thing is we decided to make our shoot night Thursdays, which was the narrative club night. So we actually could only go to the like weekend events every now and then. So we've actually, even though there's COVID, we wouldn't be able to go most of the time because we're doing this. We're playing.
We'll just have to have them move it.
We're basically playing the kind of games that we normally would play on Thursdays, just here for you all. Right? So that's kind of what we've turned into.
Thanks, Orcspit. Great name. How about a preview of how you are building your sisters list? Ooh.
Yeah, what do you got?
Yeah, let me tell you. And I'll also first start off by saying that we have the preview, the debut of the sisters this Tuesday. It's going to be a members-only game.
And we're putting a vote up after this.
That is correct.
True.
Right? Do we even remember the things we're voting on? It's Tau.
Yep.
Right? That was one.
Tau was one of them.
Do you remember the other ones?
Death Guard.
Death Guard,
I
yeah.
like how we're doing this on air.
Tau, Death
Yep.
Guard, Tower, Death Guard, but we had we couldn't pick a third army that we wanted because we didn't want them to face an Imperium.
Yeah,
right?
We wanted to be
Because it's
fluffy.
been a while since we played the Ultramarine, Salamanders, or Iron Hands. All three of those are an army we'd like to get on the channel, but not for the debut of the sisters.
No, we want to do it
So-
narratively correctly.
I think we're
Brian
gonna
can
put
play orcs. You haven't played orcs in a
but
long time.
we just played orcs on the show.
But Brian hasn't played orcs.
I'm going to rebase my orcs because they're on the
Right.
smaller base. I
Yeah.
just bought the new bases, so I'll wait until I rebase to get my orcs out. But orcs would be fun.
Totally.
So anyways, we're going to put the vote up after, and as you
That'll
said,
be Tuesday.
Tuesday, members only.
That's right. And then next Saturday will be the public game for sisters.
So what's the army you bring on
stay
Tuesday,
tuned.
roughly?
So I'm playing Bloody Rose. I love it. Lets me do everything that I want to do.
Yeah.
So that's all the extra melee focus. I am running St. Catherine. I'm running.
Nice.
She's great. Celestine, and I'm running a beatstick canoness with amazing like the Beneficence Chainsword. Minimum battle sisters. A couple units of Celestines with 3 Meltas in there.
Nice.
I gone down to just a single Dominion squad with maxed out Stormbolters for that
Okay.
strat. Real saucy. 2 units of Repentia. I want more.
The Repentia
I'm
is
trying
the
to figure out-
backbone almost of the
They're
army.
so good.
Yeah.
I've run out of elite slots, so I've got the Repentia, the Preacher, the Midgifier, of course, a couple units of Seraphim just for dropping in,
Yeah.
and a couple Mortifiers just kind of for random fighting and
Yeah.
shooting with. I mean, that's still 6 heavy bolter shots from each of those.
So that's a really strong list.
It's really good.
It's
Yeah,
a very strong
it's
list.
quite good.
Yeah, we'll have to bring something that has a bit of heat.
Probably not Tau.
The Tau, by default, the Tau, like my best Tau army would have maybe like a 60%. Sorry, I'm saying I'm trying to say the opposite. My best
40%.
Tau army would have a 40% chance of winning, but we could see
You'd have the range.
because you are Bloody Rose. You're not ignoring AP 1 and 2, are you, or just AP 1?
Just AP1 with the Midgifier.
So Tau would have a chance.
Yeah.
Ignoring AP 1 and 2 against Tau is
Lights out.
no. At LVO, I actually won 2 of those matches with my Tau.
Wow.
But I'm not saying it was easy.
But did you win those matches because you were a better player?
I played against real deal people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
2 other people on the playtest team. Amazing
Oh,
players.
nice.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
But it was a tight game, and it was very, very hard.
Yeah. Well, if you want to have a say in that, go ahead and become a member. The voting's going to start after this game.
Yeah.
For the Tuesday match. Thanks for the question. Thank you, Levi. Since Outriders have been mentioned, Outriders versus Vanguard vets for Blood Angels. Both 135 points on T5, 12 wounds, shooty and fighty, or T4 jump pack,
Yeah.
Sergeant Relic with Relic Blade.
Why not?
Relic Blades are amazing.
Relic
so
Blades are
good.
tight.
I think that partly sells it for me.
There's an aesthetic quality to the jump packs plus Blood Angels, which fits really well. So I think we're both gonna lean
Yes.
Vanguard vets,
Mhm.
but why not both?
Why not? Book it in the list us, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
Because then you can't have 30 Sandguard, right? You can't have both of those and 30 Sandguard.
The funny thing is,
Or
yeah,
You might be
Or you
able
could.
to.
you can, because 30 Sangard aren't actually that much.
You're
It's
paying
like
CP.
what? 800 points?
Yeah, still got plenty of points left.
Yeah.
What were they thinking?
Yeah.
What were they thinking?
It's so strong.
Thank you, David Bell. What changes with Chaos Knights do you like in 9th?
There have not really been any positive changes for Knights. Knights only took nerfs in 9th edition.
Yeah.
The missions are very hard. The secondaries are punishing.
Souping
And
got worse.
souping got a lot worse. And so everything pretty much exclusively got worse for Knights in 9th.
I can think of one thing.
Okay, give it to me.
You can walk over people.
Titanic allows me to...
Fall back, shoot, and charge. And walk
I
over
always could
Always
fall
had that.
back, shoot, and charge. But now in the movement phase, I can walk over, where I could only do that in falling back before. It is, in some matches, it matters a ton. but it's not enough to make up for the losses by any stretch. So they took a huge nerf. The thing about knights, especially when you're playing 4 knights, is it's even an army that can kill knights, it's quite a race. You put your opponent on a clock. As you can see, all 4 of my knights were in striking distance and literally 2 charged turn 1. So you put your opponent on a real clock, right? And some armies just can't handle it still.
Yeah.
All
right, this one is a question. Thank you, Marco.
Sorry,
they're all questions, but this one's you'll see. It's not a riddle per se, but it's like a litmus test.
All right.
This one's a question as opposed to the other ones. You know.
This one's a test, is what you're saying.
Yeah. A man had 2 sons. Okay. One was the greatest of them all, and the other had a strong Egyptian theme going on. Now, if I tell you which one is called Magnus and which one is called Horus, so you have Magnus and Horus.
I see.
One is the greatest of all, and one just has this weird Egyptian.
So are they trying to get me to say that Horus is the greatest? Is that like the?
Well, Horus is a Egyptian as well.
Yeah,
that's the trick. There's a trick.
Ah, I see.
That's
Horus.
So they're trying to say Magnus did nothing wrong because he's perfect.
You have to say which one's the greatest and which is like.
Magnus did everything wrong.
And Horus is the greatest.
Horus was the greatest, I guess. If this is if one of them has to be the greatest. Horus was like good.
He was pretty great.
He was good at everything.
He pretty much he
was the favorite son for a reason.
He pretty much conquered the galaxy.
He was a baller, man.
Yeah, he conquered the galaxy. He was like 2 steps ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
And I don't know. He did good work.
It just shows that you're just one bad fever dream away from just turning against the world.
Yeah.
Well, he did get stabbed by a demon blade, so like.
Yeah, but who hasn't? Come on.
Yeah, we've all been hit with a few demon blades in our time.
I would agree with this assessment. Magnus is kind of too obsessed with Egyptian stuff. It's kind of weird. But I'm the same way. I'm so excited for 1,000 Suns.
I love the 1,000 Suns.
The ancient Egyptian.
I just placed the order. I didn't tell you all.
Oh, cool.
I didn't actually tell you. I placed the order yesterday. For all the models. They're coming.
Awesome.
They're coming.
Thanks, Simpsony. Wolfguard Terminators have no points cost listed for Lightning Claws and Storm Shields. Can you confirm that those are free?
Yep.
Yeah.
Done.
Yes, it is. Real good.
Yep.
That's correct.
Thanks, Simpsony.
But you pay, by the way, when you put Thunder Hammer, I think you have to take the Storm Shield.
Yes.
I don't know if that's true for Wolfguard Terminators because they're weird. They actually have unique loadouts where you can mix and match things that you normally can't.
Oh, they have their own profile?
Wolfguard Terminators can actually pick weapons.
The books inside.
They don't have like the books inside, I think.
No.
They don't have but the Storm Shield still might only be available with the Thunder Hammer.
Right.
Probably.
Yeah.
Adrian, could you do me a favor and put the Q&A overlay back on?
Oh. How did I
don't know.
What?
You switched to the slider cam, that's what you did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when you guys were on your phones. All right.
Hey. Good content.
It is good. I love watching men on their phones. Thank you, Crypt Shadow. Hey, Adrian, any tips to make Ultramarines look more like the concept art and websites for bits? Bridger, my condolences. Get yourself some Taco Bell. Yeah, so the Vanguard Vets box is amazing. It has so many bits and dangly little kind of relic pieces. So I love that. I also gather the Intercessor box has all those little almost they look like boxes that they carry with little relics and bone pieces. So I gather those up and then I would kind of just put a bunch on one unit. Custodes bits have a lot of little kind of wings and auric like symbols.
Yeah,
that can be good for your characters.
You just have to like cut them off though. There's very few.
There's also the upgrade sprues that you
pieces
can buy, which have little things like that.
That's true. Yeah, because they're talking about like the art where the Ultramarines are always so like they have
ornate,
a lot of scrolls and golds and you know. So those are some things. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Inferno Damned, for Space Wolves. A lot of Space Wolves questions today. I'm digging it.
People love the Space Wolves.
Wolfguard with jump packs are your Vanguard vets. People overlook this.
Wolfguard with
with jump packs.
With jump packs.
Yes, yeah. Those are Wolfguard are your veterans.
Right. That's
can they all take Frost Claws?
So there's Wolfguard on foot, there's Wolfguard with jump packs, and then there's Wolfguard Terminators. So basically,
can every model in the unit take Lightning Claws or Frost Claws?
Man, you really picked the wrong day to leave the book inside.
Yeah, I know.
If they can, then I don't see why you would ever take Sky Claws. You would always just take that. Because those are troops too, aren't they?
No, they're not troops. They're not troops.
Wolfguard are not troops.
No, they're elites. Just
Weird.
like normal veterans.
Weird.
And the Wolfguard used to have auras to give them +1 attack and things like that. They don't have that anymore. So I just find that the efficiency isn't quite there. But I'd be curious to see what a Wolfguard costs against a Vanguard vet, and if they can be roughly the same, then you're good.
Yeah, Vanguard vet's the cheap. The low points cost is really what pushes the model over
That's
the
right.
edge.
Yeah.
So we'd have to see the
Skyclaws
points.
are great. Keep in mind, Skyclaws get those extra attacks, so they actually pump out a ton of attacks, and they're pretty cheap too. So.
But they don't get more attacks than Lightning Claws. Lightning Claws are like the
Yeah.
most attacks on any model ever.
They might equal the amount of attacks on the Lightning Claw.
Wow.
They might. I could be wrong.
So that's 5 per model on the charge
Ugh.
for Vanguard vets.
Yeah. And what's an Assault Intercessor get?
4.
4. I think they have the same amount as an Assault Intercessor.
Thanks, Devin. Hey, I recently got sisters, and what is the best way to run them without Repentia spam? Also, which Ordo trait is the best? Great question. So that's a good question.
Without Repentia, you don't need the Repentia.
Adrian hasn't considered not taking
Yeah.
Adrian's so into the
No.
Repentia, but honestly, you don't need the Repentia.
No, you don't. The thing I'm humming and hawing about is actually just the Ordo trait.
Oh, okay.
Because a big part of me still says you still take Bloody Rose because your whole army is -1 AP in combat.
Yeah.
All your pistols are -1 AP. It's 1 CP to get +1 to wound. And
Which
so
is
at
great.
that point, so like Celestians, I love them. They're great. They get full rerolls to hit when they're next to a Canoness.
Yep.
And they're 2 attacks each. So if on the charge or getting charged, they are with the Image of Fire, 3 attacks each, strength 4, -1 Ren natively, and can get +1 to wound for 1 CP.
Wow.
That's good. That's like Intercessor.
It's like Custodes style.
It's better than
Yeah.
Intercessors. Yeah, exactly. So I'm partial to that. And so yeah, Celestians are great. The Retributors now with the new multi-meltas, amazing.
Yeah.
You can just take 2 multi-meltas and an Armorium Cherub, and they come on. That's 6 multi-melta shots that will just obliterate.
Multi-meltas are so good now.
And they're cheap. It's like
Yeah.
120 for that unit. Can run on, just nuke something.
Yeah, and because you can
Seraphim
6
are
the
great.
damage, you can like really,
Oh yeah.
you can really do what you need to do.
That's my favorite. Is like they introduced the new Melta rule to sort of get rid of that to reduce the variance and make them better. But what happens if you're an army that has no variance?
Right.
That's right.
You know, like I will just take the 6 and turn that into an 8, right?
Oof.
So those are the units generally.
You remember at the very beginning of 9th, we were talking about sisters, and we were considering like getting the army.
Yeah.
We were like, how do you play sisters in 9th? Like, it feels like the 8th edition style of ignore AP 1 and 2, save on all the objectives, just win, would be even better in 9th. And it's interesting to me that Bloody Rose won out. That combat is more important than just sitting durably on objective.
It's because the game is always a fight for the center.
Yep.
It's always a fight for the center, and combat is what wins you the game.
Yeah, and it gives you good targeted strikes to certain locations, stuff like that.
And obscuring, technically, if you're playing obscuring properly, it actually means less shooting.
Right.
That's true. And I will also say that the immolators are seeing some success now. They're 125 points, can hold 5 models, and can still take like 3 heavy bolters.
Yeah.
So it's like a Razorback.
Yeah, it's a Razorback basically.
Yeah.
So that's another cool thing you can do.
I like it.
That's gonna be in my second round of sisters. All right, thank you, Omnissiah Sphinx. Welcome back. Hey, TTT, would you do a 3-way horde army battle?
That sounds like it would take
over a whole weekend.
Forever.
Sounds literally the worst.
Like I've done games like that in our club, but I don't think we do it on stream.
Over a weekend.
Over a long day.
That's when we've
done it over a long day.
Yeah.
And it's slow.
Yep.
It's really so slow. 3-person games are already slow. All horde, even worse. And then who's going to be behind the mic doing the sultry question asking? You know.
I've done it when I was a kid, and like never again, kind of thing. And we were like, this would be cool, like do it in the garage, and then we're like, this is horrible.
It's a slog.
Let's go outside and play with squirt guns. But thanks for the suggestion. Thank you, Brandon Schultz. With this new Warzone Caradon book, what rules are going to be in this? Will I have to use both this and the DG Codex to have all options available? I was just complaining about this right before the show.
Right.
Because, yeah, so for those of you who are not familiar, this is what looks like a new Vigilus style campaign. And so that's exciting. But it then says you get rules for 4 factions. You get Death Guard, Drakari, Admech, and Imperial Knights. Well, 2 of those are getting the books very soon.
Right.
So
it's like you just need 2 books. We'll have to see what it is when it pans out, right? They've done in last edition, they did 2 kinds of campaign books. They did like the Psychic Awakening, and the Vigilus was more of a campaign, and then Psychic Awakening was more of like an expansion. We'll have to see what it pans out. Is it like one of those? Is it something else?
Yeah.
Normally, if there's extra rules for your army, though, if you're seriously playing that army, then it's a must-buy. You have to have it.
Exactly. So
they've never released a single book with army rules where it wasn't a must-buy for like someone who's playing the army competitively. like where they need those rules.
Right, because even Vigilus in particular was a very narrative event, but it had actual rules that affected.
It was a required purchase. I didn't play. I played Tau, which didn't have any detachments. I still had to buy it just so I knew what my opponents were playing, just so I could like reference their rules. You know.
Yeah. Very true. Thank you again, Grotworks. Adrian, what do I need to send you to try out a few different Grot mob armies? I believe you have the Met Guns. Do you need the Killicans? Let me know.
How many Killicans do we have between us?
So between us, we have
you have
15.
Like 10 on that shelf right there.
Yeah.
I don't have 10 quite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Okay, close.
The box comes in 3.
All right.
I only have 6, so
we have 15.
there's 15. Me personally, I could use 12
And
more.
you've got the Grot tanks now.
So Grotworks literally sent me the maximum number of Grot tanks and Grot heavy tanks. I have basically max Met Guns, so all I would need to truly max it out is 12 more Killicans, and I would have, like, we would totally play that.
So yeah, we're talking
How many
about
points is that?
Grot models that are like Grots that
feasible.
are only Grot only units, right?
So yeah, the only exception I would make would be the force fields, because you kind of need them.
Oh, okay.
And we'd still like model them up because we could
With
totally
like a Grot.
I kind of would also model like a biker boss, but it's a Grot. Because then
that'd be awesome, like a big chopper, and he's just like holding. He's like standing on the.
Right.
You know, he's
seat.
like carrying the squig.
Yeah.
He should be carrying like another Grot who's just like,
yeah, I like it. Because yeah, you take the Grot tanks are the fast attack. That's 3 slots for 24, and then you would need 6 heavy support. No, you'd need 9 heavy support because the Killicans.
So just a spearhead in a battalion or 2 spearheads.
I think it's possible, and then some actual Grots for troops.
All right.
And they all. Cool.
The army could work.
You actually might not need the invuln because you take the Grot trait, which gives them all a 6+ invuln and rerolling 1s to hit. Like it might not be terrible.
This is sounding fun. I'm interested.
It's a fun one.
As we get these painted up, we'll give it a go.
Yeah, for sure. All right, thank you, Dustin. Great game. Always awesome to see and capture Bridger for sweet poses.
Yeah,
that's right. Brian, when are we going to see you jam all those blade guard you painted up in a repulsor?
I already did that.
I think maybe it was on the table so briefly that they didn't see it.
So my very first game, I put 9 in a repulsor. I think with a blade guard lieutenant or captain in the repulsor. So I had 10 blade guard in a repulsor in my very first game. You went first.
Yep.
The repulsor died. They got out. I think I lost 1, and that was the end of that.
And then they won the game.
And then they did great.
They just walked the rest of the way. They're just like, all right, guess we have to do this round.
The blade guard captain, by the end of the game, got all the way to your backfield and like chopped a tank in half. I forget what it was. A fire prism in half. It was great because he had kitted him out with like burning blade. It was awesome.
So good.
Because if you remember, I tried to give him that like illegal sword, which was for the Emperor's Champion, because I was using the 40k app, and it says that that's legal in the 40k app. So I had to downgrade him to the burning blade, but it still worked.
What is it with you and all your vehicles exploding in every game? How do you do that?
I don't know.
It's like the corresponding curse to your boon of always rolling 6s.
Well, that tank didn't explode that time, if you remember. It didn't explode. I was scared that it would, but it didn't. It just died.
There was this like long discussion right before the game. You're like, do I put them in? Do I not? And we're like, well, if it explodes and they're out, then that's worse.
Yeah.
But on the blah blah blah.
I knew it was going to die turn 1. You had the firepower to do it, and the way we had built that particular game, there was a lot of cover in the middle of the board, but not in the deployment zone.
Right.
We usually try to do mostly the deployment zone is covered, and the middle is half and half. That game we had switched it, so there was nowhere to hide something as big as a repulsor, because there's all the antennas on the back, and the antennas were like sticking up, and there's nothing you can do.
Right.
But yeah, I did it. Go watch it. It was Blood Angels against
Craftworld Eldar.
Craftworld Eldar. Go find it. It's a couple weeks back.
Check it out.
Almost a month.
It's like a month
and
ago.
a half.
Yeah, sure.
I know. We
play a lot of games. Hard to remember.
Whoa! Just got a bunch of super chats. Bumped everything. All right. Thank you, Sean. Hi guys, great show today. How do you see Emperor's Children going forward? Waiting on the big boy Fulgrim to make his return.
I wouldn't hold your breath on that one.
Would you use that new AOS model as like a captain in your?
I want to see how big he is. Yeah, for sure.
In your Emperor's Children.
I mean, it took approximately 30 minutes for someone to Photoshop his top onto Marathi to
onto
show
a
Fulgrim.
lizard. Yeah. Because it's a very Fulgrim looking dude.
He totally looks like Fulgrim.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the AOS Fulgrim guy, right?
Yeah.
I might have to get 2, one for AOS and one to convert up, to be honest.
Yeah, I think as soon as I saw him, I was thinking about his potential as an Emperor's Children model.
Oh, yeah.
You would see more play on the channel that way.
Right.
So, Yeah.
I still think we're gonna get a book, but I had no idea when it's gonna happen.
I'm hoping.
I hope so. Yeah.
I hope so.
It'd be
I think
so
we're cool.
beautiful. Can you imagine the models? Oh my
I
God.
really, really do hope that they get their own book one day.
Thank you again, Miko. Thanks a lot, guys. Love your stuff. Watch every bat rep. Can't wait for the train vid and more targeted vids.
When's
All
the train
best.
video coming out?
Keep up the good work.
Now we can bug Adrian.
That's amazing.
Now we can bug Adrian. Adrian's
It's
editing
your
it
turn.
now.
Well, luckily next week is Thanksgiving, which means more vacation time, which means more times to do other work.
Oh.
So,
Ooh.
in
Very
the
nice.
near future, let's just say.
Near future. Well, the video's been shot. It's just being edited now.
Yeah.
We did make it a very detailed video, so there's a bit of editing to do.
Yeah.
And we're working on scripts right now for in-depth faction focus for basically the books that are out already.
Mhm.
We've written a lot of a faction focus for Space Marines already.
Yep.
We've written, I'd say, half of one for Necrons, half of one for Space Wolves, et cetera, et cetera. Like half of one for Death Watch.
Deathwatch, yeah.
So for the books that are out already, we're working on the scripts. We want to be really detailed, and then we're going to start shooting those over the holidays more.
Absolutely. Thanks to the Cheese Mac. What do you think Knights need to be able to compete in 9th without soup?
Some sort of double obsec.
Yeah, I would say like this counts as 10 thing, really strong.
It can't be on every night. That would be too strong.
No, but I think it should be on every night. But I don't know if it should be count as 10. Like maybe count as 5
right.
or something.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Is if it's count as 10 on all of them, it would be nuts.
Yeah, count as 5. I think would be give them obsec, give them count as 5. That's a start. Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Absolutely. One moment, the bot did the thing again.
Oh, the bot did the thing.
That was the
Ah.
batch. I
You
just
can
got about 100 more, and I was like, what?
just switch over to the
Yeah.
YouTube.
All
And
right.
find
So,
where you were.
so you guys talk about something.
I think
Yeah,
I think Knights, they should also, I don't know if they should be penalized quite so heavily for taking allies. I don't know. I think that's a crucial thing. If they can't make them work, the game requires a lot more board holding.
Yeah, it is weird that they took these models where it was like, if you all in on Knights, it makes these super, like there's a massive dichotomy. It's like they can handle your Knights and you lose, or they can't handle your Knights and you win. And they were like, yeah, we're gonna double down on that. You can only take all Knights.
Yeah.
It's like, don't ally ever. Your
Yeah.
whole army's Knights. Figure it out.
Yeah, I agree.
That was a weird decision.
All right. This is from Barry. Thank you so much. Hi, Titans. Thanks for the great content, especially during lockdown. I'm taking Ironclad in my Salamander's army.
Nice.
Do you recommend twin melee weapons loadout?
No. You like if you could give him a gun, right?
Yeah.
Because he only needs one close combat weapon to do the business. And they're not different enough that you need the situational differences between them.
Yeah, I think I agree. All right, last one of the day. Loner in a crowd, thank you so much. In light of the new Drakari Codex announcement, what units do you feel need the biggest changes to make them viable in 9th edition?
Yeah, so many.
Hellions from me.
Hellions, yes.
That's in that chat.
Oh
but
man,
yeah.
let's get our disc riding Green Goblin dudes. I love the Hellions. I actually hope their bikes are good too. What are their bikes called?
The Reavers.
Reavers. I hope
Reaver
Reaver
jet
jet bikes are
So cool.
awesome because they're. I love Eldar jet bikes. I have an affinity for them.
Especially like Drakari bikes look sick.
They are.
I hope witches are genuinely like an interesting combat unit.
Yeah.
Not just this like
Right.
they not just this kind of mid tier thing.
Yeah.
It's tough with a T3 Strength 3 combat unit. Like, how do you make that? They did well with Harlequins, but you don't want to do the same thing twice. I don't know how you do it.
I'm fine with it.
I think a lot of the same
if
principles would work.
If
there.
you made them very Harlequin-ish, I would be super into it.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I want Hellions to be great because they're so cool. They were almost interesting with there's Baron Sethenix, which was the hero Hellion.
Yeah.
And he gave like hit and run, which was to be able to fall back and charge,
That's
stuff
good.
like that, which wouldn't quite be enough by themselves if they just had it, but they're just such cool and like unique models that we
And they're
haven't
very
seen in years.
Yeah, you give them some cool combat drugs and they could go crazy. It'd be
Yeah,
great.
absolutely. So there's the biggest, other than just the Coblites getting cheaper.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks. This was a really crazy game. As you said, join the Discord, vote on the Sisters debut next Tuesday.
That's right.
And then, of course, if you haven't heard, we got a big week next week. Not only Sisters debut on Tuesday, but on Thursday, we have Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
Adrian and I are going to be playing a virtually all-tank game, Space Wolves against Craftworld. And this is an annual tradition, our Thanksgiving. So you're not going to want to miss that. We're doing that at 12 noon Pacific time
Right, yeah.
because it's a holiday. And so come out and join us then. That'll be really great. And then on the Saturday, that is the kind of Freeview debut of the Sisters as well. We don't know who they're matched up against yet, but it's going to be something good. And even a sneak peek of the following week, we've got our AOS game coming up, which
Ooh.
is the
Oh, yeah.
Gloomspite
I'm
Gits
really excited.
against the Stormcast Eternals. So just a slew of special events and exciting games coming up, of course, as we lead into December and our big APOC game and a ton of other really fun stuff. So glad you can make it out. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Join the premium membership so you can vote. See that Sisters debut. Tons of good stuff there. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, with that, we'll see you on the tabletop.
Oh.